Don't forget to unmute.
We are live, baby.
Welcome to Subjectively Correct, episode number 41. It's the one, we'll do it like Friends, the one where they talk about Spider Noir. That's the title of this one. I don't particularly like Friends that much, but, you know, iconic naming system, so gotta go with it. Guys, this is a professional...
You can do always Sunny in Philadelphia. The gang takes on Spider Noir.
That's true. But that always...
Better
that makes me think of... But that one's almost too iconic, you know?
True.
And there's only two of us. So we're not
we
really
get Corbin
like...
in here to talk about a show he hasn't watched.
Yeah, that would be every week, though.
Yeah.
That would be every week. Like, hey, Corbin, did you watch Supergirl? No.
Nope. What do you think about it? I don't know.
Guys, this is a professional show now. Look at this. Look, we have timestamps on YouTube now.
I saw that. I was clicking through to
Whoa.
fix my audio.
Yeah, it was mostly because, like, Backrooms is doing really well, and I figured, like, if people saw a recommended thing that's titled Backrooms, and they click on it, and there's a 40-minute 007 First Light Yap session, they're probably going to click off, so this might give at least a couple people the leeway to, like, click through and go, okay, they don't talk about Backrooms here. There's also that weird moment where your internet died, so...
Yeah, that was rough. I don't know.
I put that in there. But yeah, you know, we yapped about a bunch of stuff, and then there was a bunch of stuff where we were like just sporadic, like scattershot topics. I just put yap.
Yeah.
Introduction, yapping. Outro, yapping. So we got that. I also put it on Spotify the next day. So
things are looking up for us.
Well, in fairness, it was because I had to edit all day, and I was already on the computer. So. You know,
that's fair.
Because normally, like, when I'm not working on a video, I'm like, all right, computer, go die in a hole away. I don't need to see you ever again. And then that leads to a different problem of me, like, putting off a video that it's like, you know, you could have been done with this a week and a half ago, but, you know, you just didn't. But, yeah. Dude, I mean, it didn't matter. My Star Wars video is doing good, that's pretty cool.
Your camera is not looking too hot.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I can't fix that because it looks fine to me. It might just be your internet. Did this?
No, it's on the stream.
Hold up.
I mean, you sound great.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's stupid. I don't understand how Ninja is just the biggest terrorist platform of all time.
It really is because you look fine in Ninja. The Ninja connection to OBS is fine, but in OBS you look horrible.
All right. See, this is welcome to the professional show where we troubleshoot problems as we go
live. Well, we've got to let people, you know, get in, and then by the time they join live.
Oh, that's probably a good point. Holy, I do look bad.
I know.
You see, I was expecting like slightly pixeled.
No, this is like.
Yeah, I should probably pull the chat up into a separate tab. That way, it's there. Okay, let me get rid of it for a second. That way it's there, because that way we hopefully won't repeat like last week where, it just like, we had a guy arguing with himself and I felt bad because I feel like we caused him to have a schizophrenic meltdown.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about Backrooms like while we were still talking about James Bond and stuff. I don't really know what he was talking about or who he was arguing with.
I don't know, but I got comments. You see, I've made plenty of negative videos. You see, also I will say now that we're professional though, my camera can be off and you can still hear me, which is good. And it's also just a complete like luck coincidence that happens, but
well,
hopefully it looks better now.
Oh, turn off your Ninja mic.
Oh, good call. Does it look better? Question mark.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna give it like 5 seconds because I need to be able to see it on my screen.
You're not exploding yet, so that's good.
It looks fine. That was me getting Spider-Verse teleported to the next generation. Yeah. You see, that would be a good transition.
You were glitching,
but I wasn't ready to. I'm not ready to move on. So it was a good transition, but not not very timely. So
pause that transition.
yeah. So bank that. Good transition. I was talking about my my Star Wars video. What was I saying? I hate everything. Obviously, I've never enjoyed anything ever before. And
Never.
because negativity just gets you the most views, obviously.
Dude, I'm sorry. I have to talk about this. The Avengers Doomsday Clock is still going, and there's 156 losers watching.
Dude, who's booting up?
Sorry, that was just on my recommended. There's 156 losers sitting and watching.
As an avid, like, boot up a 24-hour live stream of, like, the Y-Files or something when I take a little napski, just to have, like, something going before I fall asleep. You know, that's one thing.
It's like,
what? Who's watching
too.
a clock count? Like, it's not a secret. Like, we know when it's coming out.
We know the date, bro.
Like, I can just set a timer on my.
There's people actively commenting.
Back when Marvel was popping, I used to have my Chrome browser extension. I used to have countdowns to the next Marvel movie. It was pretty fire.
Yeah, that's.
Dude, I had an Ant-Man and the Wasp one. Well, remember, I mean, it was coming out after Infinity War. They couldn't, dude. They could have made
the hype. They could have
made Marvel Studios The Mandalorian and Grogu, and we would have gobbled that shit up and said this is the greatest thing to ever be made.
Yeah.
I just heard a pop noise. I don't know what the hell but it was like a digital pop. That was weird. It wasn't like you. Although now that you're cleaning your ear, I can't hear myself, so.
Okay. Well, jeez. The guy got to scratch an itch.
Anyway, as I was saying, so my Star Wars video, I wouldn't exactly describe it as positive. I mean, I was positive towards Empire Strikes Back, a very good movie. You know what I'm saying? But dude, I mean, you know, rolling in the likes. There's actually positive comments. I've never made a video where I've been overly negative and had overwhelmingly positive comments. That was a new thing. All right. Usually I make a video going, this thing that sucks, and they're just like, you pupper.
All right, Chud.
Yeah, or James Gunn's a genius.
James Gunn's a visionary.
$1 trillion. But you know, this one, Star Wars, it's just so bad. No one's like, no, this Disney slop is good. In fact, the only negative comment on my video is a guy going, it's supposed to suck.
Dude, movies are supposed to be bad.
There's a lot of positive comments, though. You know, I appreciate the positive comments, but it's sometimes it's the negative comments that are funnier. You know, obviously we did a full stream, you know, several months ago with Peacemaker Season 2, just going through one absolute schizophrenic guy's comments where he actively argued against himself several times, which is
awesome.
Some of the funniest stuff we've ever done.
It's so funny that we got like a 3-hour stream out of
dude,
literally
it was so long, but it's because there were moments where you're just like, what is he saying?
Yeah, I don't even know what he was talking.
It was really the only reason we could do it is because he timestamped everything.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
It could be worth a revisit if we ever get a Peacemaker Season 3. It could be worth revisiting those comments.
I don't think we're getting that far, bro.
No, it ain't coming out. He might try to force it on us, though.
We're getting Man of Tomorrow, and then
hey, we got Lanterns.
It's over. Dude.
Speaking of Lanterns, hey, the top and bottom 5, it's looking completely flipped so far for me, at least this year. Because I was telling Jake about this. I was trying to remember what my bottom and top 5 were of last year. Because I could not remember what my number 1 was. Because I knew it wasn't Reacher. I knew Reacher was in my number 2 slot. And I knew I had F1 at number 3. So I couldn't think of what the hell it would be. It's because Mobland came out last year. But to me, Mobland was so good that I was just like, that's been out for 20 years. Like, that's just been out. It
couldn't have come out last year.
Yeah, exactly. And like Mobland would still be in the top 5, like in a good year. I will say it is that good. But it's like I was just thinking about because this year I'm sitting there trying to think like Spider Noir. It'll depend on how the year goes. I wouldn't be shocked if it ends up in the top 5. I don't know that it's. To me, right now it's sitting where Backrooms was, where it's kind of looking honorable mention-esque, which is already good because I had 1 honorable mention last year.
Yeah. Most of my mentions were dishonorable because I didn't have enough space in my. Oh yeah,
I had a lot of dishonorable because in my video
I had too much space in my top 5 and not enough in my bottom 5.
It's out there. My top 5
fit all the things I hated.
My top 5 had Terminal as the Dark Wolf, which is it's all right. It's not absolutely
decent.
amazing. That like it's nowhere close to as good as the first Terminalist.
Not even close.
Yeah, like it wouldn't even make it'd be honorable mention locked.
They're not
Probably not even
comparable.
mentioned this year. Yeah.
No.
So that was my number 5. Decent show, not and especially because we were directly comparing it to Peacemaker. So that goes for it as well.
That helped.
Then I had Warfare, which didn't really have much of a story at all.
No.
Number 3 was F1, which had the most simple story of everything. Reacher, which is even simpler than that, and then Mobland, which was actually really good. And I didn't watch Weapons or anything, so that was like the only other movie where people were like gassing it up all year. And then honorable mention was Sinners, and then like bottom 5 was War of the Worlds, which is I totally forgot existed until I noticed it in my video again. I was like, oh yeah, that awful movie came out. Oh, it's so good though. I almost put that in the top 5.
It's the right kind of bad movie.
Oh, it's the perfect kind of awful movie. Dude,
because it wasn't trying to be good.
The day is saved because the guy orders on Amazon. He orders a flash drive for drone delivery on Amazon.
That's lore accurate Amazon, bro. They actually do that. World is ending. They will still deliver your package.
Number 4 was, dude, there was so much bad stuff last year. I think I put Peacemaker season 2 at number 4, which is like it was probably the 3rd worst thing that I saw last year. Because my bottom 5 gets a little skewed.
Yeah, it goes
it's close
a little by quality
that.
and a little by hatred.
It goes a little like that one in number 4. It probably could have been number 3, but number 3 was Brave New World, which just sucked. Yeah. Like it just sucked. Like it was just there were 3 movies, and it was like 1 movie out of 3 movies, and none of them were good. And then number 2 was Ironheart, which was I think objectively the worst thing made last year. And then number 1 was Daredevil Born Again season 1, which was just like it. That was back when I cared. This year I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't even know if Born Again is gonna make dishonorable mentions. Like I just hated it so much. Like it was just like so apathetic towards it. Of like, I was gonna make like weekly videos, and then like it just can't. I was just like, it just made me like. I was just sitting there and I was like,
I was so mad.
Maybe I was like, maybe trying to make YouTube videos isn't something I want to do. Like, it had the opposite effect of season 1. I was like, I'm going to make a YouTube video about this. This pisses me off. And I decided that's going to be the first one I talked about. Then watching Daredevil Born Again, I was like, eh.
I don't really care about anything anymore.
Nothing's really good.
I want to die. I hate being alive. I hate being alive.
Dude, me and making that Daredevil Born Again video was like Matt and Kingpin in season or in episode 6 or maybe it was 7, I don't remember, where it's like I just walked out in the room and Daredevil Born Again is just like I expected you to be here, and I'm just like, yeah. And then Daredevil Born Again's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I guess I'll call you trash.
Guess we'll like fight and then I'll leave.
And then I called it trash, and then I just left, and I was like, yeah.
All right.
I was like, yeah,
see you next episode.
We could both just stop.
See you next season.
Yeah. I didn't even make my finale video. I'm not going to. I was like, I'll do the Punisher thing. It was so awful. Like,
I had my episode 1 review recorded, and when I sat down to edit, I literally I just died.
I watched the finale of that show and was like, watching Kingpin just murder people on top of these stairs before Daredevil's like flies in and is like, show. hey, bro, you're going to Tahiti. That's your punishment. I was like, surely I don't need to make a video explaining why this is bad, right?
Dude, there's people that like it just because it's.
I know.
Look, it's Daredevil. Look, it's Kingpin.
It's there's no way people actually like think it's good, like, right?
I talked to somebody that we both know. That was like, no. I don't know, man. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm not gonna leak. I'll tell you later, but.
What's their first name start with? I know you don't want to out this person on the internet. You want them to be able to have a job at some point for, you know, even though.
Yeah, I was talking to him because he like texted me and asked if I watched it because we're both like comic Marvel fans, that kind of stuff.
I remember being a Marvel fan.
And I was like, yeah, I really hated it. It was terrible. And he was like, I don't know, man. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I was like, what did you like about it?
What was even fun about it?
It was like, it was just like it was a good time. It was, you know, we got Daredevil back and we got, you know, Jessica Jones was back. And I was like, what about all the character stuff? Like that was all.
What-
That
like,
was the
what-
that was the best
what
stuff from the
even
first
in
show.
it?
Was all the character work and all that stuff. It was like none of the characters act like how they're supposed to act. And he was like, "Well, what about Dex's like redemption arc?" It's like that didn't happen. That literally just did not.
I am genuinely confused. Though, like, when someone says a lot of fun for like the Mandalorian and Grogu, first off, I don't think it's fun at all. But I can see how someone would just go in and see all the like flashing lights and see the aliens fight.
A movie. My best example for a movie that's not super good but is a lot of fun is like the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
Yeah,
it's like,
but like
they're not art, but like cool shit happens, and it's fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, so like so I can get that. I don't really know what would be like. What's fun about Daredevil? Like it's just like
nothing.
You're telling me that person, I don't know who they are, which is kind of annoying me now. But you're telling me they just they sat down and they were like, oh, yeah. I didn't even know you talked to him.
I literally only whenever a new show releases.
That's right.
He's kind of like a comic LARPer, like reads new. We
are comic LARPers, like.
Well, like reads new comics that are terrible, and then is like, "Yeah, I'm a big comic guy."
Yeah, fair.
Which is like,
hey,
that's,
bro, if he likes
if you enjoy it,
if it's like,
if you enjoy it, that's great. But
like, I just have a hard time believing anyone enjoys new comics unless it's like I can see why someone would like Absolute Batman. I guess. I think it was all right.
It's probably fun. I haven't read it, but it looks kind of cool. Looks neat.
Like, I don't know. I read the first 8 issues and I was like, okay. I don't think I'm coming back, but okay. You know, that was about my reaction to it. It's not like with any Daredevil run prior to Zdarsky where I'm just like, yeah, I got to keep reading. Even Mark Waid's dog shit ass run, I was like, yeah, I got to keep reading. Mostly because I was like, dude, what? Okay. Next, I'll go next. But
I was in a bookstore like a week ago, and they had Cold Day in Hell, and I was gonna buy it, but
I have the first issue of that somewhere.
Yeah, it was like the full.
It's okay.
It was.
I don't know. I would have kept getting it, but my comic store didn't carry it.
I was looking. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of the one I was looking for, but I was looking for Batman Year One and a Daredevil run, and I couldn't find either. I just found worse.
Oh, I was in a bookstore with Corbin actually. I was about to. I was going to buy the Silmarillion. I was gonna buy this. Yeah, but we were killing time. I was gonna buy the Silmarillion. I didn't, but I
have it.
You have it or have it?
Yeah, I have it. I haven't read it.
I was gonna buy that, but I was also like just looking at what I was gonna grab. So I was just basically I want to get all the Tolkien books. Which am I a Tolkien LARPer because I've technically not actually read a full Tolkien book. I guess that's probably technically true.
Kind of.
But I like the movies, so I don't give a shit. I'll get the book. You can call me a LARPer. I don't care. I'll still like the movies. Fair. Yeah, so I didn't end up getting it, but I do still have my big chonker Lord of the Rings book back here that I will at some point get my way through. I just don't read because reading's lame. Reading's lame. I had too much important 007 to play. We're not going to go on a 007 rant, by the way. That's next week.
You almost kickstarted one. I don't know. We don't have time for that.
That is next week.
I want to be able to eat dinner tonight.
We wasted 40 minutes last week on 007, so... real quick, just because we did talk about Daredevil, this was kind of accidental because we were going to talk about it later. It's just I find this article very funny because we already knew it was happening, but I guess this is probably a big shock to some people. Daredevil Born Again ends over 17 on Nielsen. No one watched the show, you idiots. Dude, look at The Boys. The Boys, this is the other show coming out at the time. Oh, look at that, #1. Wow. And that sucked too.
It was
MIA on Peacock. Better than Daredevil,
Peacock.
guys. Yeah, I mean, dude.
It's depressing. I mean, it's not depressing. It makes me really happy, but it's depressing that a Daredevil show is that.
Only with creative changes. It's the Wong updates. They're going for a second creative overhaul. I'm not going to read this article. Basically, it sucks. Let's see. What does it mean for this franchise? They're pressing ahead with Season 3. Whether 2 full seasons change anything about Marvel positions itself is its own bigger question. They're doing 3 seasons because Netflix got 3 seasons. This is obviously going to really help it. These two right here.
I'm Danny Rand.
I'm bulletproof.
It's so funny to me that people are pretending to be excited about Danny Rand.
Everyone was like, yes, Danny Rand. I'm like, there's no way you watch this show.
It's like, there's no chance you watched Iron Fist. It's so ass.
And even if you've watched it since, there's no way you watched it when it came out.
I don't know how you can sit through Luke Cage. It's literally just like, I'm bulletproof, and I love Harlem. I gotta protect Harlem.
The only could keep watching season 1 was Mahershala Ali. Blade.
It's like,
Blade's in it, I guess they got really lucky that they can't figure out how to make a guy kill vampires because.
Well, Caleb, you're not just gonna put a guy in leather and have him kill vampires.
That might have been that might be the dumbest comment Marvel's ever made.
No.
And they've said dumb stuff. No, I genuinely think it is that because I think that just is indicative of a bigger problem.
We're not just gonna put Spider-Man in red and have him swing around and stop bad guys. That'd be stupid.
Oh yeah, this is in the earlier days where they were just like female character, turn her around in the poster for no reason. Dude, it's just so funny because dude, it's awful, bro. It just is so bad.
Look, he's yelling.
There's no way season 3 is gonna be good, right? Like, not good. We obviously know it's not gonna be good, but like, there's no way more people are gonna
do
watch
well.
It. Yeah.
No, that's literally
like no one's gonna go, okay, now that Kingpin's out of the show, I can tune in for Female Muse. That's what I've been waiting for. She's been in the comics for a year.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, even if season 2...
Female Muse didn't exist when I wrote my first Daredevil Born Again video.
She's in the comics, bro.
Yeah.
Classic comic villain, Female Muse. What was I about to say?
Something about season 2.
Oh, yeah. Season 2 died, and season 3...
Oh, 50% viewer drop?
Well, think about the cap for viewers for season 3 is however many people watch season 2. Because you watch season 1, and that's the maximum you're going to get for season 2. And you also lost a bunch of people. So on second, third, and on seasons for any show, the maximum viewers you're going to get is the viewers you've gotten on the previous seasons. Like, season 5 isn't going to do more views than season 3.
Hold on. Whoa. What if Karen wears a skull vest?
You're saying if, like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, but, like, if they show it in the trailer.
So they're going to get... Okay, so the new narrative when this comes out is you just have to get through the first 25 episodes of
awful.
The first 25 episodes of Born Again are shit, but once you get to 26, it's peak, bro. It's peak.
I think it will get to that, right? Like, it'll be like those people who were like, when they said like season 1, they were like, the old team stuff sucks, but the new team, they carried its peak fire cinema. And then, you know, now when season 2 is coming out, everyone's like, I know like season 1 was a little rocky, but season 2, it's good. And then as season 2 started coming out, people were like, we know the first few episodes were a little rough, but this is where it kicks up. And then arguably after that was like the worst episode was episode 4 or 5. Like 4, 5, and 6 are 3 really bad episodes.
Yeah. And the finale is just like, it's so stupid that I don't even put it on the same...
That moment
like,
when Bullseye just starts ranting about, like, in the church during episode 5, when he just is, like, rambling. Like,
when Matt just, like, goes to die.
Bro.
He's like, I'll just go die now. And Jessica Jones is there for some reason.
Yeah, or when he was like, I'll just let Bullseye go die now.
And then he was like,
I still think
I can't save him and live. And then he waits a minute and a half, has less time to do that, and then just does it.
I think nothing's more indicative of how awful that show's going to be than the fact that they were like, oh, well, the Catholic seminarian can't turn the murderer and threatening murder over
judge
the top.
People, bro.
Not even that. It's like because yeah, the Bible says you can't judge people, and he's confession, and it's just like, not confession. No, he's a random seminarian, and Bullseye walked in. He's like,
just
I'm
a
gonna murder the
murderer.
shit out of you. And the guy was like, you're telling me the guy was like,
I forgive you.
You're gonna kill me, but confession, you got me.
My hands are tied. I can't turn you in.
That lady right there. Well, does that
you
mean
should go murder
Act?
that. You should go take that guy out with your non-lethal knives to the head.
So this implies, though, that Sister Maggie is actually doomed to eternity in hell because she opened the door for Karen to turn herself into Brett Mahoney.
That's a good
Gotta think.
Unless
that was
she
another line.
repents for opening that door.
That was another line, bro. 6 months. It's because she's been on sabbatical for the last 6 months.
Dude. Yeah, right after her son's best friend died, and his only remaining friend moved across the country.
Apparently, season 2 took place 6 months after season 1.
So where was Maggie?
So
that doesn't make up for season 1. That's even worse.
No, yeah, it's just worse.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, or when Karen was like, "What if I just let me murder this guy?" And Matt was like, "No." Or when Karen goes, "I'm haunted by the person I killed. Let me kill him though." Yeah.
I'm haunted by my decision to kill Wesley every day.
Bullseye.
Let me go kill those 50 people real quick in front of you, and you'll watch it, and we won't even have a conversation about it.
Dude, nothing.
No, bro, Karen was using non-lethal bullets to the fucking head.
Nothing will make my day better than Officer Powell going, "Hey, Cherry, you're supposed to be upstate playing bingo or some shit." That's my favorite line in the entire show. It always will be, dude. Because I think Powell went from like officer hysterically evil bad guy to just my favorite character over season 2 because of how much he was like, yeah, I'll just live despite always being in a position to be murdered. And he was a hero. We established this. There's an active shooter, Bullseye, who can kill anybody, is out there shooting. And he said, I'll run into the line of fire to put down suppressing fire onto Bullseye to get him out of here.
The entire show is when Bullseye, the most hyper-lethal human being in the city, has a sniper rifle trained on his location, and he just sprints out into the open and starts shooting across the street.
He had to lay suppressive fire down so the people could get to safety. Officer Powell is a hero, all right?
Officer Powell is a hero.
Officer Evil Bad Guy, no more.
He's
Officer Heroic.
I will have no Boromir slander in this house. Officer Powell
Evil. He's Officer Heroic Good Guy these days. He did go from I couldn't remember his name, so I just called him Officer Evil Bad Guy. Now, Officer Powell. That's my favorite character.
That's the best character.
Dude, and it was sealed. The deal was sealed.
Officer
when he goes,
Powell is the man without fear.
Hey, you're supposed to be upstate playing bingo or some shit. Hey, Cole, shoot that guy. In front of everybody, he's like, yo, Cole, shoot Cherry in the face. Hey, Cole, shoot Cherry in the fucking head.
Hey, Cole, shoot Cherry and that 14-year-old girl. Hey, Cole, blow off that 14-year-old girl's head.
He's so good. And Cole North is just like, whoa, man, murdering innocent people, that was one thing. Doing it on camera? Come on now, bro. Doing it in
front of other... Doing it in season 2 after I have a face scar? Nah, man. I had an arc.
That's too far. No, you don't understand. In
the
comics, I'm a good guy. Hey, Jerry, he's supposed to be upstate playing bingo or some shit. Best line of the whole show.
It's so bad. Take the shot now. Shoot Matt Murdock.
Matthew Murdock.
Shoot Matt Murdock right now.
Jake, what spot in the box office would you predict on its third weekend the newest Star Wars movie is in? Unless you've already seen it. Don't ruin it. You want context? Solo was at second in its third weekend, releasing the same weekend.
What was it last week? Was it third?
It was third
last week. I'm gonna say fifth.
Fifth? You think a Star Wars movie came out and dropped to fifth? That's kind of crazy. Oh, look, it's in fifth. How about that?
Hey,
it almost is getting passed by Michael, by the way.
Which has been out for how long?
A while.
It's been like a long time.
It barely made. It made $100,000 more domestically.
Dude,
that's pretty bad. Scary Movie came out, and Masters of the Universe, for anyone wondering why it got knocked down. And to my understanding, Masters of the Universe has like failed horrendously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
That's really bad.
That is really bad.
I know it was
expensive.
Yeah, I don't know why you would spend a bunch of money on.
Well, 170 million according to By the Numbers.
So probably 200 plus marketing.
I would imagine it cost 250 million plus.
Yeah.
And then marketing was 100 million.
Yeah.
That's not good for them.
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's worse than Star Wars, which is impressive. Is it going to be worse than Super? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. I hear Supergirl's going to make a bajillion schmorkles.
It's going to make at least 3 billion shekels.
I think it'll make one Walkman.
No, it'll be a CD.
I have a question. Which
because she's
James Gunn character that wears a trench coat and listens on a Walkman is your favorite? Is it Peter Quill or is it Supergirl?
It's Peter Quill.
Oh, and it's sorry. And it's also in the space. Which one?
Peter Quill, because at one point he was a character. He used to be.
Yeah, but I don't. But like Supergirl is Peter Quill, but she sees the truth, whereas Peter Quill only sees the good in everything.
Dude, this is like. Okay, I'm gonna put this into Batman terms for DCU. So say DCU starts out with a kind of generally liked by the people that watched it, but not super successful Batman movie.
Like the Batman.
And then they no DCU. Let's say that. So that they drop that, and it's it's whatever. And then they have a couple random shows, whatever, maybe Penguin or something like that, whatever. And then their next movie is about Nightwing, or better yet, it's about Batgirl. And the entire movie is Batgirl going, Batman, you're a worthless piece of shit. You suck. And I'm better
isn't Batman lame?
Isn't Batman a loser? Hey, Bat Dog, piss on his face. Piss on his face on a newspaper in the trailer.
Sorry, I was giving you ambiance for the trailer.
I mean, enjoyable song. The best thing about James Gunn's movies at this point are his music taste, but he also has F My Heart in the Ass in one of his shows. What the hell?
Let's go, Peacemaker Season 2. Best show ever.
Peacemaker!
Or as we so eloquently called it, Pissmaker.
Pissmaker Season 2. I can't wait for Season 3.
Do you remember when the Master Eagle Hunter stripped down to a loincloth and flew through the air?
I forgot that existed.
After John Economos knocked him out and gave him a brain injury. You remember? And that was like the most realistic thing in that show. Like least ridiculous thing in that show.
I can't.
You remember when a black girl's walking down the street and Roy from The Office goes, "One got out!" and then they all get out of their cars and chase her on
jump
foot.
in a swimming pool and die.
And they all die in a swimming pool.
Because instead of running around the 15-foot swimming pool that the fat woman is slowly swimming through, they just jump in and slowly swim across and then get murdered by Judo Master. And then he eats Cheetos because that's his thing. He eats Cheetos. Isn't he so quirky, chungus, and funny? He eats Cheetos. What the hell are we doing?
What a bad show, dude. That's 2 plot points.
And then Vigilante is just like hanging out with his. The only part about Peacemaker Season 2 that was almost okay is the actor for Vigilante delivers his lines in a funny way.
Oh, and what's his face?
But like the lines he's delivering are absolute piss.
Who's the old guy? What's his dad's name? Holy, why is his
Robert? No.
Neil Patrick Harris? No,
yeah.
that's the other guy. Neil Patrick Harris is the comedian. Oh my gosh, this is gonna piss me off. I always forget his name, and then I think I always go, "Oh, Neil Patrick Harris."
Yeah, definitely not Neil Patrick Harris.
Robert Patrick.
Yes, that's what it is. Okay.
Dude, it's literally every time I think that happens, I go, "Oh, what's the actor's name? Oh, he's good. Is it Neil Patrick Harris?" And then I look up Neil Patrick Harris, and I'm like, "It's not Neil Patrick Harris. It's Robert Patrick."
Yeah.
Which is funny because I'm not even like a Neil Patrick Harris fan. Like, I'm more of a Robert Patrick fan than a Neil Patrick Harris fan. But I'm just like,
Yeah, he has a more memorable name.
That's true. Two first names. One of them's Patrick. So I was like, I gotta get one. It's gotta be that one, right? Yeah. Dude, it's so funny how bad that show is.
It's so bad.
It's so funny. It's too ridiculous. It is too good. Yeah, kiss in slow motion, wife. Let me get in the camera. Let me get in the corner and get this in 17 angles. I don't think I got that.
No, that wasn't quite right. We're gonna cut. You're not kissing my wife properly, John Cena.
Hey, put in some F words.
Put some more tongue in there, John.
The real Peacemaker season 2 was the friends he made along the way. And then they were like, yeah, this one chick who's hot, she actually is a good guy now because she's an android. And it was like, huh?
What? I forgot that. I forgot most of that show. My brain
What about
was
when
trying
that?
to
What
save
about
me.
when that one guy who was Lex Luthor's like smart guy walks in and is like, mind if I goon? I'm gonna goon. Joke about gooning.
Insert
Goon
joke
time.
about masturbation here.
And then Lex Luthor was like, Killer Croc is having sex with Dr. Phosphorus. And it was like, oh, awesome. This is
All
cool.
right. Also, with the Dr. Phosphorus you see in Creature Commandos, how the hell is Killer Croc piping him?
He's got thick skin, bro.
Wouldn't he just like melt his thing off?
I guess technically never explicitly say Dr. Phosphorus.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But, bro, what a terrible show. Because they're
Speaking of
Killer Croc is raping people in prison.
All right, Spider Noir. Let's just end it there. Let's not even smoothly transition. Let's just go straight to it.
Well, we already had our good transition earlier. We could just
have watched Spider Noir. We've watched it, all 8 episodes. It came out 2 weeks ago. We both, I believe, watched it in black and white.
Yes. It was I really liked it in black and white. I've seen like clips in color, and I've seen some of.
I will say, especially with
some clips that I really liked.
episode...
It does look good in color. It's extremely vibrant, but I
was
prefer
episode
black
6.
and white.
It's whichever one where the doctor lady is experimenting on him. I don't see how that would be good in color. To me, that is like that episode to me was proof that it was made for black and white because it feels very Frankenstein-esque to me.
Yeah.
And it makes like the old school Frankenstein, the black and white one, where it's kind of like, I feel like this is what it's inspired by. And then the only, like, not the only complaint. One of the complaints I do have about it, dude, there was no crime jazz in the whole the whole show.
Yeah.
You know, that the one song that, which in fairness, I guess if you're expecting it for Noir, oh, you're subverting expectations or something, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like once in a while, like maybe a couple more opening monologues. I don't know. But I guess it still was pretty good. But like,
Yeah.
I think it could have benefited from like doing all of the detective noir tropes.
I think it would have.
Great.
I agree.
And I still think it was good. I think it was really strong in the middle. I think it kind of didn't know what it wanted to do, and it kind of lost its way with some of the characters at the end.
Yeah. It got a little funky with what it was trying to do, and then it was kind of like, let's do that, then
I think the show very like easily, but and like goodly's not a word, but like it would have been good if it ended at episode 4, which I know it's like, oh, only 4 episodes, but I don't exactly remember the ending of episode 4, but I just remember watching it going, I would be completely fine if that was the end of the show. As far as like satisfaction goes. I've watched it all over the last 2 days, or as in Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was when I watched the whole thing.
All of it yesterday and today. I thought it was good. I quite enjoyed it. I think Nick Cage did a really good job
I think it should have been weekly, dude. This would have been a.
It should have been
It was like
great.
structured weekly. It was structured.
It
weekly.
was. The endings were really good. I mean, even like the end of episode 1, it had the preview for the whole rest of the season. This was like, it really felt like a weekly show, but I think dropping it binge was a huge mistake. It also, it had some really, really funny moments.
Dude, I lost my shit.
That didn't feel like Marvel humor. That had me like actually like belly laughing.
I lost it when he. It was the payphone one for whatever reason got me when he's talking on the payphone. He says he's eating a hot dog and he's like, it doesn't work. And then he gets a call, he answers it, and he hangs up and she just looks at him and just goes, I lied. And then he walks away. Like it was like it just got me. Like I was like,
and he's like stopping her, like finishing his bite. He's like, I lied, and leaves.
Yeah, dude, it was so, I don't know why, but it was so funny to me.
Yeah, there was some really good comedy that the reason it worked for me really well is it wasn't like Marvel humor, it was just like funny.
Episode 4 was the one he takes out Electro and he comes home and Kat finds out his identity and then they kiss and that was the end. That was like, I'd be fine if that was the end of the show. I think random critique, but I definitely know Nick Cage is an ugly kisser, dude. I don't know. Like, it looks so unnatural when he kisses somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how structured we're gonna go. I don't know. We're not gonna go like fully in depth each one because it's not weekly. If it was weekly, we would every week we would have done our casual weekly Spider Noir recaps. It would have been good fun. So, I think it was paced very well. I think my main complaint, honestly, is that, and I think this is, I'm gonna say this because I've said it with everything. I still think it was good despite this. I would have loved a lot more Spider.
Yep.
You know, now I get why, because you paid for Nicolas Cage to be in the show and he cannot be the Spider. You know, he can kind of do the voice, but then at that point you're just Pedro Pascaling it through. I think there was, and I still think it was very good, by the way. It was every time he was actually on screen, I thought it was really good. The first time, Brendan Gleeson is great in the show as your Silvermane, which is essentially just like a Wilson Fisk like stand-in, but honestly better at this point because he was actually intimidating, unlike how Fisk has been in the Daredevil as of late.
He felt like,
dude, it's like, this is what we say when, like, oh, I wish it was more grounded. I wish it was friendly. Like, I wish he was just friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in a way. It's a mobster, and he's got some
all the bad guys as well, like Electro, Sandman, Tombstone. None of them are like insanely powerful. Like
it's all power scaled.
The scale is way lower, and it works really well for the show.
I will say, from a story standpoint, I get why they did it. I wish they would have kept all three of them superpowered, and then we could maybe get a season 2 with a little Sinister Six action.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a good Sinister Six, and this would have been the best chance to do it. We haven't got a good Sinister Six. Like, I think the Spider-Man game was pretty good with the Sinister Six. Best Sinister Six we've had, Spectacular Spider-Man, not even close. Still that one.
Yes.
Because they also mixed that in with the symbiote suit. Bro, that was the good last good Sinister Six in my opinion. We haven't got one yet.
This is the perfect way to do it because none of them are insanely powerful. Good. And he's already worked out ways to beat, like, he knows how to counter Electro because Electro's not insanely powerful.
It would have been, I get why they didn't do it.
It makes sense because they had to have that ending with Sandman and Cat Hardy, and then you know, obviously Electro.
It's kind of weird. There's like
satisfying.
There's like 2.5 good people in this show. Everyone else is like a pretty bad person as far as characters in the show. Like
2.5 being
Janet, Robbie, as far as like actual good-hearted people in it, and then like the Spider. Not even really Ben Reilly, even though he kind of is, but like he actively fights against being a good person, even though, you know, at the end he embraces himself as a Spider. Whatever.
It's like, that is one of my tropes that I actually do like, is a character who's like a really good person, but they really don't want to be, and they try not to be, and they don't think they are. That's one of the tropes reluctant heroes that are done well. I really enjoy.
That's the one reason. I think it works here because Nicolas Cage is very good. If this was just random Joe Schmo, and it's like, dude, when does does Ben Riley go away? I'm ready for Spider. I'm ready for the Spider.
Yeah.
And the suit looks so good that they could have just like it would have
The
just.
suit's
it
so
would've been-
cool.
It would have been good.
I do wish there was a lot more Spider in it.
Bro, that first fight scene, I think it's in episode 2 when he goes and he speaks to Silvermane. I was like, oh, that's so good. I want more of this. And we don't really get it. Which
when he breaks
again,
in
I get
and
why.
he's cracking the safe.
Also, just like not
Eyes.
afraid to kill people, like is one thing, but he's not actively trying to, which is kind of how you have to do it with a character like that, where he does have the superpowers, but he's not like his goal. Right? He's not gonna be full Daredevil, but he can't be full Punisher either. You know, he can't just be I'm gonna murder everybody because then it's like okay, every fight ends in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But he can't. But he doesn't. They don't want to quite do full Daredevil, which makes sense for him being a soldier and whatnot.
Yeah.
I thought they
carries a
treated
gun and stuff.
getting them having different universe very useful to them. They used it very well. It took me way too long to go Flip Marco. Oh yeah, that's Sandman, by the way. Like I had heard his name, and it was like 2 episodes there. I was like, oh. And then same with Cat Hardy. I was like, Cat Hardy. Oh yeah, Felicia Hardy, Black Cat. They just went Cat Hardy. That. But then it also had me like tweaking over half the other things, like Winston. I'm like, what is Winston supposed to? And I'm sitting there like questioning
with every
everything.
character name. I was like, who is that?
Yeah,
And a lot of
with
them
Winston,
aren't anybody.
Winston was wondering, and the only guy I kept thinking of was the dude from the John Wick movies. Like that's the only guy. I was like, it's not that. That's John Wick, and it kept coming to my head. I thought Robbie was done very well. Robbie Robertson. You haven't really gotten a good like Robbie that I can think of. Again, I think Spectacular Spider-Man's like the last good one I can even think of. There's usually always so much focus on J. Jonah Jameson that you kind of don't like get a real Robbie usually, and I think it's kind of a weird. He's very he's essentially Spider-Man's Ben Urich, like a lot of times in the comic, or it's like he's kind of his go-to reporter guy. He's not as much as Daredevil is with Ben Urich, but as far as a lot of the comic stuff goes. But yeah, I thought they did a really good job with Robbie.
Really
I like
good.
that he was just like he was selfish, but he was a good part. Like he meant well by everything he did, even though he was also looking out for himself a lot of the time. He was more complicated than just like, oh, I'm just good all the time, you know, or I'm just bad all the time. Like he was a little more.
He actually had motivations.
Spider Cat Hardy was just in kind of an evil bitch the whole time, which I thought was very Black Cat-esque, and I thought that's a good adaptation, different version.
Yeah.
I kind of think I don't know, she was one of those at the end where I kind of feel like in the finale episode when she chases down Silvermane to kill him, I'm kind of like, I feel like they have no idea what they wanted to do with her, and they also needed to kill Silvermane. They're like, we've kind of set this up.
I wish she wouldn't have been the one to kill Silvermane.
I think I understand why she didn't. I think almost fine.
Works for like what they were trying to do.
The problem is, dude,
so
when I say the characters, they kind of feel like they didn't know what to do. Flint Marco was the main one. I have no idea why the hell he's fighting the Spider in the finale episode.
I don't know. It's like
he's like, I only want to run away with Cat.
Is that he's loyal, and then it's like he's loyal to Silvermane to a fault, but he's also loyal to Cat.
And it's like,
but then he also isn't loyal to either of them. But he also isn't.
Yeah, it's like, to me, the obvious thing here is like, okay, you just make Electro the main villain, and then he kind of, and I wouldn't have loved this, but he has to team up with the Spider to fight him, or you just like heal him, or you give Cat an antidote and she heals. Like, I don't really feel like I know, and it's kind of sucks to say because Flint Marco was in the show the whole time. It's like you want him to do the final boss of Spider. It just didn't make any sense. I feel like with where they wrote the character, right? Because it wasn't even a point of like, oh, he's defending Silvermane, who he's loyal to now, and he's not defending Cat. He's literally just fighting him for the sake of fighting. He wants the antidote. Like he wants to run away. He wants to go to Santorini. You know, that's another moment where I laughed when Ben goes to meet Silvermane, and then he's like set backhand talking to Cat at the same time, and he's like, I want to retire and go somewhere. At first I was thinking Santorini. Yeah, there was a lot of genuinely humorous moments, and like you always gotta respect Nick Cage. He not only is like willing to, but goes out of his way to like be uncomfortable as far as like being a good actor, you know?
Yeah.
Like he'll look
very different stuff.
Yeah, he'll look nasty. Like that, he's fine. Look, he wants to look nasty. He wants to do the weird stuff. Like him doing the freak. Like I loved all the like spider twitches he's doing, and like I thought that's really. And I feel like that's something only Nick Cage is doing. Like
Yeah.
He's the only guy who wants. He's like, I want to do that. I want that to be part of the character.
The entire time, it felt like he really wanted to be doing everything he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like he phoned in a single scene or anything.
No, definitely not. I think that I love the adapted origin story. It's slightly different. It freaking scared me. Like, not scared, but I was like, caught me off guard.
When he like pulled the blanket off, I was like,
oh, yeah. That was pretty clever. I thought doing all of them.
It was
a
cool
German
way of making it make sense too, as well. Instead of just being like, nah, he's just special.
It does make less. It makes less sense of them not being the Nazis doing this testing, but I get why. Obviously it's a time frame thing, right? So it's just World War I Germans. Yeah. You know, the World War I Germans weren't exactly good guys, but you know they were far less like human test subject evil compared to.
I more mean like all the other test subjects didn't really go well, but he got bit by the test subjects.
I'm saying in general, as far as them all getting their powers via like POW testing, to me.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just a blind spot because I guess I don't know that much about World War I history, but I know for a fact, like Japanese were constantly doing human tests, and the Germans obviously famously were constantly doing human tests during World War II. You can't frame it like that because of the time frame it's supposed to take place in. I get that; it's fine. I think it still works. I think it was still really good. I liked some of the war flashbacks. I also really liked the use of the name Ben Reilly.
Yep.
I think a lot of it might come down to some rights problems with the name Peter Parker. I know Sony owns it outright, but there's also like, do you want to taint the character of Peter Parker by having him being a drunk who like is killing people? And like, there's an argument there. They have him mention that his name was changed. So to me, that probably means he is Peter Parker, but he changed his name and he changed it to Ben Reilly, which is the clone name of the Scarlet Spider. Who is Peter Parker, but he's not because he's a clone. So he changed his name to Ben Reilly. I thought that was a fun, clever use of that's a good nod to people who know stuff about the comics, but you don't need to know the comics to know. Yep, that's who that is. I thought that was really well done. I was expecting I was going to hate Janet just in the first 5 minutes introduced. I thought she was fine. I didn't, she's not too bad. Not great. Might be a bit of a stretch. There's not a lot of side characters. She was
great for what she was.
Yeah, she didn't take away from the show at all. And I think she added to it in parts.
Yeah.
Dude, the little kid is hilarious. I can't remember his name right now. That kid was really good. They as far as your classic Prohibition era like kid that is in every movie always. Yeah, that's always there. It's like they nailed that really well. I loved the moment with him pretending to be Ben Reilly. That was really good. Or him like and he goes like, "Stop casing my place." The kid's like just sitting there trying to make some money, and he's also just scouting for what he can steal. Dude, mobsters are it's too good. Mobsters is just the perfect kind of villain era to do this kind of thing.
It is.
Everyone's got that shit on. They always got the hats, They always got the suits on.
It's the coolest looking era because everyone has a badass hat, trench
Prohibition
coat,
also just created. There's a reason all like the Al Capone stuff came out in real life in Prohibition. It's like it's just the perfect storm to create.
Yeah.
Like a mass export of like criminals. It works perfectly. So that worked out really well for the show. Yeah, I'm trying to gather all the points I want to hit, but also do it in a slightly more structured way. But we've kind of just been jumping around ADHD style right now.
Yeah, this isn't one that I don't think going through scene by scene is necessarily the best thing to do for this one.
No, that would take forever because they release it all at once.
Yeah, but I really liked like Nick Cage's mannerisms even are explained by like he was talking about how he would go watch movies to try to like figure out how to act like a normal human again instead of like all the spider instinct stuff. And you also get like a very funny scene with that in episode 3 where he goes to the hospital and he's like impersonating he plays something from like a random bureau, and he does the voice really well, and he does a few times. It's a really funny scene.
Dresses up in a costume. The scene where he dressed up as a plumber, go get his suit was really funny.
Yep. And it has the scene where he goes to the hospital and he does see, sonny, this is what you gotta do now. He does that, and then right after that he has the payphone hot dog scene. So it's back to back pretty comedic stuff.
Yeah, I think Electro is the strongest of the bad guys. in this.
Yeah,
which
it
is
was
good.
really cool. I like that he was like, this isn't, I don't know if this is the best way. He was like kind of like a theater nerd, and then now he has powers. Yeah, he's
yeah. It was like they did the Amazing
kind of like
Spider-Man 2 if it didn't suck balls.
Yeah, he's like a fat loser who's like who wanted to be popular and wanted to be a star, and then now he has powers, so he can do that.
Yeah, they watched the
I thought
Amazing
way
Spider-Man
did it
2
was
and they were
pretty
like,
cool.
"What if we did
What
none
if-
of that?
What if it wasn't terrible?
What if it didn't suck?"
What
And
if
someone
his
was like, "Can you
powers
play
didn't-
What if he played techno at the end?" And they were like, "Get out,
You're fired.
get out." What if he played EDM? Go. Dude, that movie's so bad. Dude, oh my gosh. I would have loved if they did so when Cat falls out of the window and he saves her with the web. First off, the only thing running through my head is Gwen Stacy's neck snapping in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I wish he would have like webbed her in the face to hold her face up, and she would have been like annoyed. And he just goes, "Well, I didn't want to snap your neck." It's like a little shot at how stupid that moment is. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That would have been funny, but I still liked that scene enough. Yeah, Kat was a little. She was pretty flawed, and then actively like fulfilled those flaws repeatedly, which is like, hey, character, whoa,
Character consistency.
whoa.
Like she's a bad person. It's like, wait, but she's just gonna help him, and then she betrayed him. I was like,
she actively, and it was. I think they did it really well. Where she was like, she tells, she has that moment with Flint where he's like, he basically says like, if you would have come to me, I would have killed Silvermane for you, right? And he's like, but you never even asked. You thought it would be better if you didn't even ask me. You just thought I would say no, and you went straight to do it anyway. And then the next, basically like 2 scenes later, she speaks with the doctor, and she's like, she just tells them who the spider is, and it's like, I mean, if you could have asked him, he might have said yes. He probably would have willingly given his blood to try to save people. You know, it's like, I thought that was really good. It's like, whoa, consistent. It's like, whoa, this is a flaw. She thinks she's better at it, but she's not, even though she just was confronted with, she was directly positioned with this flaw in the first place. And then she makes the same mistake. Whoa, look at that. It's character. That's crazy.
Good stuff.
That was. I was like, whoa, hey, whoa, what?
Oh.
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to gather what else was like really good about it. There was, as far as some struggles, I think the voice mixing sometimes with Nick Cage and the Spider. It seems there was a voice modulator or something in his suit, but I also don't know that it was all that good.
I think there were several times where I think Ben was like trying to do a voice.
It sounded like they were like in the world. He has some kind of voice modulator that's affecting his voice out, because there was like that weird almost Snyder Superman versus Batman. I don't think it was like that, because when it was like it was like robotic-esque. It was like
when Robbie put the suit on, it didn't do that. I think it was in universe Ben doing a voice.
Bro, I swear there was like an echo. I might be tweaking. I swear there was almost like an echo-ish noise. Like it was to me, it wasn't. It was better than it, but it was very much like the Batman and Batman v Superman kind of thing. I just think it was more of the mix. I feel like maybe he wasn't getting great directions as to what was happening when he was doing the voice acting for it. Like there'd be times where he was like, and it was mostly in that first one I noticed. I think it was better in like the finale and then a couple of the other fight scenes where he was wearing the mask, of like, I don't know. It's like the tone of his voice doesn't really match the action happening in the screen, which was a little weird. But
that's fair.
It is my understanding this is a different, maybe it's a different Spider-Man than the one in Into the Spider-Verse as far as the Spider-Man Noir goes.
I'm 99% sure it's a different one.
I think it has to be, right?
Yeah, it can't be the same one.
He's almost too old, like, because his favorite thing to do is punch Nazis, right? And it's like we're still 10 years away from Nazis being too prevalent, even in America. Like it's like,
yeah, this is a different Noir.
So that's a little interesting. But then he also says at the start, like, someone once asked me about my universe, or like what universe you're from, I think, or something.
But that would have happened later.
I know, but I'm saying that is something that happened.
Yeah.
Like.
That's
so maybe
true.
it happened, and that again, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. This is a complete standalone thing. I think this is a very big indictment on Marvel as far as the Disney Plus shows sucking every single time they put one out. It's like, it's this easy, and then at the same time, I would say it also shares an indictment of Sony, which is funny considering Sony made this show of like, You made a Kraven the Hunter movie, dude. It's like you could have just been making stuff like this. Like, this isn't incredible, but this is a clever way to use the Spider-Man IP. Bro, Spider-Man's the only character where the multiverse thing is like they have several that work. Like everyone would watch a Spider-Man 2099, or not everyone. Like a lot of people would also enjoy a Spider-Man 2099 show, just like they enjoy a Spider Noir show.
Yeah.
You know, and I know they have to make a Spider-Man movie. And like, yeah, keep Peter Parker Spider-Man in the movies since you have to for rights reasons. I get that, but like you should be doing this kind of stuff instead of going Venom trilogy.
Yeah.
You know, I like Into the Spider-Verse was very good
movie total between 3
Into the Spider-Verse was very good. I think they learned a lot of the wrong problems of it, of like they liked it because of the extremely flashy animation and a couple of these other characters, and then they kind of forced too much. Like across the Spider-Verse, there were like a million animation effects, and then Spider-Gwen, prominent character. And it's kind of like,
open the movie with Spider-Gwen, and it's like, no, I wanted more Miles because you made Miles cool in the first.
Yeah, they actually made Miles a character, which had never been done before.
Yeah,
crazy. It took them like 10 years to figure it out. They're like, oh wait, people actually like him if we just do a character thing.
What if he's just like a person?
Yeah, what? That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, so I think this show. So it's actually one of the creators of Stephen Lightfoot, who worked on Netflix Punisher, which is funny because season 1's all right, the rest of it's not very good.
It's okay.
Yeah, so it's like, to me, it's like this is the best show he's made for a superhero thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it absolutely should have been done weekly. Season 2, I wouldn't say no to a season 2. I don't know that it's a great idea, but because I almost feel like it can only get worse. I think if you kept those 3 around and then you could think of a few more people, my only hope that we get a Sinister Six kind of died out when Ogden didn't like turn into the Lizard or something.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would turn to Lizard, and I was like, we have 4, that means we can get a season 2 Sinister Six. And then it was like, no, it's actually a cure that works. And I'm like, no. I wanted it so badly.
It was like a complete cure to the powers instead of
which is fine. You know, it added a point to it, but again, that was me going like, this is good. We could have a Sinister Six that's good, and we haven't gotten that ever. Like Spider-Man 3, they were like, what if we did half of that?
If we did 3, and one of them is a good guy though,
and then it sucks
for the end.
And then the Amazing Spider-Man, they were like, post-credit scene, Sinister Six coming, baby. And then everyone was, and then Sony watched the movie, and they were like, "You made this?" And they were like, "Yep." And they're like,
"Yeah, we did."
They're like, "You're fired."
Don't call me. don't come by my house. Don't come by the writer's studio. We're done.
Yeah, that was Kurtzman, wasn't it?
What was?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That would make sense.
Mark Webb, Alex Kurtzman was a writer on The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh. Probably the best thing he's ever made.
I don't know. Was he a writer on The Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Maybe. Hold on.
No, he was not. I was trying, Alex Kurtzman. I was trying.
I forgot Kurtzman did anything other than just pillage and rape Star Trek.
Oh, he also made the 2017 Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Oh.
It's like the 7th different version of the Mummy, by the way. He was a writer on Mission Impossible 3? That one's really good.
He probably didn't do much.
Well, yeah, but the weird thing is it's directed by a J.J. Abrams, so that thing should be a disaster.
He was also a writer on Michael Bay's Transformers 1 and 2, which are both... Well, the first one's decent. The second one's pretty bad.
All I know is The Amazing Spider-Man 2 sucked.
What the hell is that movie?
Yo, you remember when Peter goes, "Let's move to London, baby"? Hell yeah.
Dude.
Or when they had, at least Spider Noir, they didn't set up viewer barriers to keep people from interrupting the Electro fight. You remember that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? They had freaking audience viewing blockers out.
They had bleachers.
Yeah, they set up bleachers. Basically, dude, it was so...
Dude. What a terrible.
It's a shame. It's a shame because I like Andrew Garfield. I think he's a horrible
I really
Peter
do.
Parker, but he was a good Spider-Man.
I think he's an incredible Spider-Man.
He was a awful Peter Parker.
He's
Dude,
just
what
like-
if Peter Parker was a rad skateboarder? Hell
What if
yeah,
Peter Parker
brother.
was just like super badass and cool. Like, but
Everyone
no,
bullied. In fairness, he was a bit of a creep. He was taking pictures of Gwen.
he was kind of a loser, but he was like,
But he
He's
wasn't
cool,
like
though.
a geek. He was like, no, I gotta go to my badass skateboarding chain warehouse.
he was like a cool, tough loner instead of just like a loser loner.
There are parts of the first Amazing Spider-Man that are very good. I think the dumbest part, and it's the only, unfortunately for that movie, it's like the main thing that sticks with me, is Uncle Ben doing everything in his power not to say with great power comes great responsibility and going, people with the ability
With
to
the
do
great
crazy things have the
have
obligation
have
to
the moral
do those
obligation
good
to
things.
do those
I'm
things.
just like, bro.
You can
Just
say
say
it,
the
bro.
line. This Spider Noir got around that by having him say, "With no power comes no responsibility."
Which
when he's
I
saying
thought
he's going
was-
to cure himself.
I really
thought it was
liked
clever.
that.
The cheesy part of my brain really wanted me to have him say, "With great power comes great responsibility," though at the end. That's just the cheesy part of my brain. And again,
That's-
another
yeah.
cheesy part of my brain. I would have loved a closing swinging through the city sequence, but that's the.
Yeah, I would have liked that as well. I was hoping.
I
when it
thought
had
I thought it
the-
was also fine him walking away with his friends, and I thought this has
Well,
been more of a show about these three characters than it has been about the spider. So I get
Yeah.
that, but also at the same time, the superhero fanboy in me is like, I want to see him swing to the city, and that's the end.
when it
And a little
when-
closing monologue, maybe some crime jazz playing as he's like,
when it
"Oh,
had
I
the
know spider."
the shots of him like leaving the funeral and he was walking down the dark hallway. I thought it was gonna go from like Ben,
Yeah.
and then cut, and then he was the spider, and then have him swinging or fight. I was hoping for that.
That'd have been good. That's a classic staple of most Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
Is
end
the
with a
final
good
swing?
swing.
Well,
and-
let's see. Which ones have done that actually? The Toby ones did. I think they all did it. Could be wrong, but I think they all did it.
did 3?
I don't remember 3 well enough to say that. The
I don't-
Amazing
I don't know
Spider-Man
if 3 did, but-
1. I don't know. No, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 didn't because that ended with Peter going, "Hey Gwen, I'm gonna disrespect your dead dad's wish."
And
Uh,
Amazing
two
Chasm 2
did.
didn't because it.
I mean, it ended
No,
with a
it
fight,
didn't.
which was the same thing. It
yeah,
ended with a fight.
That's
which was
fair.
the same.
That's fair. It ended with the rhino.
Him fighting the rhino
That
was the same
The stupid rhino mech fight.
thing. But it would have been
Dude,
badass to watch. But like,
Chasm 2 tried to set up Sinister Six. That's so funny.
but do you
Do you
that
remember
was,
the
that's basically
shot
the same
in
thing.
Oscorp of all the villain suits with none of the villains?
dude,
set
look,
up
it
yet?
would have it would have been badass if the Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't suck balls. Think
It
about
would be so awesome if he got a trilogy that was good, and like 2 and 3 were better than 1. That would be so awesome.
The closest we've gotten is 2 out of 3. We have one example where
Yeah.
number 1 and 2 were good, and 2 was better than 1, and then 3 sucked. And then we have one example where we have 1 and 3. I know it's our opinion, but 1 is the best, and then 3 is all right. Or 3 is really good with some all right stuff in it as far as the Holland movies go. The Amazing Spider-Man 1, I look at as like, I really enjoy this movie, but I kind of think it sucks.
Which one? Sorry.
TASM 1.
Yeah, no, I
There are
love Chasm 1,
that are
but it's
amazing.
like this isn't great.
Dude,
I
the scene where he
I really
saves the
like
kid
it because
is amazing.
it's really good. It's really
When
good.
when he saves the people off the bridge, that is still some of the best Spider-Manning that we've gotten, in my opinion.
I
But then you also get the
He gives him the
Thrasher
mask, tells him it'll
skateboarder
make him
guy.
brave.
Well, and again, I think that's cool. Yeah, that's all cool. But then you get the Thrasher. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm such a
He's
loner,
too tough.
cool
He's too
guy."
tough.
Yeah, and then you have Uncle Ben, obviously. But no, moral responsibility to do those things. Like, just say the line, bro.
And the unfortunate thing is they have some really good Uncle Ben and Aunt May stuff. They just avoid saying the most important thing. But like they have good shit with Uncle Ben and Aunt May in the movie.
Yeah, and then
They
yeah,
even have some good Uncle Ben and Aunt May
Bro,
stuff in
the
the
scene-
second
and
movie.
even-
The rest of the movie is just horrible.
So even like, and even like,
I guess
I
just
also,
May, but-
it's weird because I go back and forth on whether I actually like the police trying to track down Spider-Man or not. I think it's all right in the first one. I think
I like it.
having it, and I think it's also good for that as Gwen's dad. Blah blah blah. It's the whole thing. I love the scene where the cranes line up for him to go swing to the thing. That's all good. again, there's a lot of really good stuff in TASM 1. There's just some rough stuff. And it doesn't go well when the second movie is just mostly awful.
Yeah.
But then obviously Homecoming is a very different movie. I think as a movie itself, very good. But I think even a worse Spider-Man movie than TASM 1 as far as like Spider-Man.
Yes, it's just an incredible movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Homecoming ends with a swinging scene. I'm trying to pull it up right now, but
It
it's
ends with
struggling.
like him turning down the Avengers offer. I don't know.
I just know No Way Home
swinging
ends with a
scenes are.
swinging scene, and it was like really good because it was in the
Yes.
winter, and I thought that was cool. And I also
the
thought it
suit
was
was
like,
really
oh,
awesome.
we're starting over. There's gonna be no Ned and MJ, dude. That's the biggest bag fumble I think so far in my opinion. Again, it remains to be seen. The movie's gonna come out, but I think it would have been like, all right, now that we did the MCU Spider-Maning, we're gonna do Spider-Maning with Tom Holland, who I think is probably the best overall cat. Like, I don't know, Toby is really good at playing nerd Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm. The problem is he's like 30. He looks like he's 30.
Yeah, but you know,
like,
I mean,
can
and the
suspend
bulk
that
of
'cause
the bulk of Spider-Man isn't really in high school. Like that's where we always get, but it's like, you know, most of Spider-Man stuff happens outside of high school.
Yeah.
I just
The
I
worst
don't know,
is like the Toby the Flash Thompson, it looks like he's 45.
yeah, that was bad. The best Flash is TASM. You got to give it to TASM.
Yeah,
He's like
the TASM Flash
he's a
is good,
bully,
'cause
but
he's
he's
also
not
a
just
character.
evil. He's not an evil prick. Like Uncle
Yeah,
Ben
like-
dies, and he goes to like tell Peter he's sorry for his life, even though he's a bully. He's not an evil. Like in every like in like Toby's movies, he would have gone. In every other version.
Bam!
Yeah, in every other version, and then like what the one in there's one in the MCU movies. Like
he's just
we like
a loser
Homecoming,
and
we will.
everyone hates him.
The one in the Homecoming movie, I will know. Yeah, you go. Yeah, but Flash Thompson sucks. I go. Yeah, he does. He's not good.
I go, yeah, no, that's the worst. That's probably the worst part of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, sorry, I just saw Michael Keaton. I'm clicking through the
so
movie.
He's so good.
It's so good. I know we got so it was like a 9-week-old episode. We were getting some hate for talking about comic accuracy. Because the guy was commenting on our old thing saying like comic accuracy 100% does determine the quality of something. And again, I don't know if this was in reference to us talking about how much we love Homecoming.
Mhm. I think
I
it
fundamentally
can,
I
but
do
it
fundamentally
also
disagree with that point because like so what? So you're telling me the Lord of the Rings trilogy sucks because it's not 100% faithfully accurate to Tolkien. In fact, like even at times is like kind of almost I wouldn't say antithetical because I think in spirit it's always kind of a very good adaptation, but it's like there's a lot of different characters
Thematically, it's
like
always...
Faramir, like he's pretty different. You know, Boromir's different. Aragorn's different. Frodo and Sam are different. You know, it's like, so you're gonna tell me that sucks because it's not 100% accurate? You know, you can make that argument. I always have said like I'm never gonna criticize someone who's like, I really like a movie
more.
Yeah, or not even that. It's just I hated this because I love the book and I don't think this is a good adaptation of the book. Like if someone said I love Spider-Man, I love all the Spider-Man comics, I don't like Spider-Man Homecoming because this isn't a good adaptation of Spider-Man. I could be like, fair enough. I think I think it's a great movie, but you know what? Fair enough, because you know, like I think the Gray Man, which the Gray Man sucks as a movie too. I don't want this point to get lost, but like the Gray Man is people are like it's a fun action movie. I enjoyed it, and I read the book before it, and I was like, I really like this book. You can make a really banger John Wick type movie out of this, and then they made like a dumb Marvel movie, basically, and I was like, I'm like, this sucks. It's not a good adaptation of the book. You know, I'm sure Resident Evil fans will feel like that too, going like, hey, this movie's okay.
It's a good movie.
It's not
but why the hell is it called Resident Evil?
Yeah. What? Yeah, or like hypothetically, if your Bond game, you know, like add Eggsy as the main character, you know. What if there was a second AI all along? Dude, it's so funny.
That's impossible.
So last week I was hinting at it of going like, there's a dumb twist. Can you predict it? And you were guessing things that were like kind of stupid, but it's not even in the realm. And I'm so badly sitting there. I'm like, he's just never gonna. There's no way. He's not even gonna think that it's so incompetently written that they're like, what if there was another AI the whole time?
It also like, why? Why is there another AI? It literally serves.
We're talking
no
about 007 First Light, by the way. I know we kind of just like hard shifted, but
yeah,
that was what that was in reference to.
yeah. But anyway, I would recommend Spider Noir. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Spider-Man: Homecoming. It ends with him taking off the mask and Aunt May saying "What the f," and then it cuts before she finishes saying it.
Yeah.
That's how the movie ends. It just clicked to me. Sorry, that was gonna mess with me. But yeah,
and then the other post credit is the Michael Keaton and Scorpion, which didn't go anywhere.
Well, it's going somewhere now. Scorpion's in the next movie.
True.
They just decided to instead make No Way Home or Far From Home, which sucked.
I think the worst part about Homecoming is the 8 years later.
Dude, that's kind of embarrassing.
Like literally one Google search, bro.
Dude, that's embarrassing.
When did Avengers happen?
that was embarrassing. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like that's a pretty awful mistake to make.
Especially because it's not something that they like messed up during production. It's like this happens during post. It's literally just a black screen with text that says 8 years later. We do
talk about Homecoming a lot. We went during if we have a dry stint at some point, which isn't going to be soon. We have a lot of summer stuff coming out. But if we do have a dry stint at some point, we should do a Homecoming. Oh, I want to float this idea by you. Maybe if we have a larger audience by the time, we might actually have to wait and we'll go by it then. But as of now, and I think I already know your answer because I don't want to watch Daredevil Born Again Season 3. What if we just did a Daredevil Season 3 and every week we just talked about a different, like the newest episode of Daredevil Season 3? I think it's a good excuse to not watch Born Again, and even if we still watch it, just go let's just analyze a good show instead.
I mean, we could potentially do that.
Bro, I just don't want to watch. I don't want to watch Season 3. It's...
I'll watch. I think we'll have to watch the first episode, or if they do a 2-episode release.
I don't know if I can do it, man.
Just to see, even if we don't talk about it on here, I'm gonna watch it. But I say we should definitely watch it and decide if it's worth talking about, and not just talk about it.
No, okay. And it's not even. It's like a thing of if I hated it still, I would talk about it anyway. And I do hate it. I will hate it always for what it exists as. The problem is, no one gives a shit.
It's not like everyone hates it, like Starfleet Academy
or Ironheart. Or Ironheart. Obviously, I already didn't like Ironheart. I wasn't watching Ironheart going, man, I really liked Ironheart in the comics. I want to see it. It's more like this is going to be bad. Everyone else is probably going to think it's going to be bad. I'm curious how bad it is, and then I can make a video, and then it's a topic that people want to hear about why this sucks.
Yeah,
it's I hate this because of what it's doing to a much better show. But no one really cares because season 1 was so bad, and it's kind of what's the point?
They already did. I
think that's fair. I get it. I think that's reasonable. Because even Grogu and Mando Slorpian, it's that movie's dropped like a stone, and nobody's talking about it. But it's Star Wars, and I still got 2,000 views or 1,500 views on my video. It's that's a really good performing video for me. I have 130 subs. Anything that gets over 1,000. It's always fascinating to me, the stuff that gets over 1,000. Some stuff I can see coming, some stuff I can't. This one I was here's the thing. I think if I would have titled it Mandalorian and Grogu Review, I think it gets 300 views and dies.
Yeah.
But what was the last thing? So Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I knew it was going to do well. Didn't realize it was going to be my most viewed video, which is just fundamentally full stop. I never want to hear anyone go, oh, they're just being negative because it's a grift, dude. I hate myself for not making a Project Hail Mary video because it was really good, and I was too busy being pissed off on a Daredevil show no one gives a shit about. That I could have been rolling in thousands of views, just analyzing a good movie. Hate myself for that. Still might make the video, to be fair, but hate myself for missing that opportunity. Positivity. First off, it's just whatever the most common take is gets the most views. By the way, now that doesn't mean it's not an inauthentic take. I think A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is very good. That's why I made a video talking about how very good it is. It just so happens most people also agree A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is very good. Therefore, a video talking about how very good it is going to get the most views.
Yeah. It's either the most popular opinion or something that's insanely crazy that people will just click on because it's
yeah, but even then you're not going to get real engagement.
That's true.
I have 126 likes on my Night of the Seven Kingdom video and 15 comments. It's a 96% like to dislike ratio on 4,000 views. That's engagement. If I made A Night of the Seven Kingdoms sucks balls, I'm going to get 500 views
and a lot more
mostly
hate comments,
dislikes,
but
basically only dislikes.
yeah,
It's gonna be a bad video. Like, it's not gonna be a good video. You know, it's also not what I believe. You know, so yeah, like it's not superhero fatigue. You just can't write that got 1,000 views. That one didn't shock me. I was kind of shocked Peacemaker season 2 did 1,000, especially with it being a 45-minute video that I banged out in like 3 days. That thing, I was so motivated by the amount of time that was wasted in my life.
That show was
That
it
just flowed out of my head of like,
that was painful how bad it was.
the Creature Commandos video. I'm gonna gas myself up a bit. I'm crediting this to a great thumbnail and a great title as to like that video banged, but I think that's because James Gunn's Forgotten DCU project, banger of a title, especially when you have absolute imbecile gun bros going, don't worry bro, I watched it, I remember it.
I actually remember the show, bro.
Yeah, it's all good,
I
bro.
remember it. You're actually dumb and wrong because I remember the show happened.
Dude, War of the Worlds almost got 1,000 views, and I'm like, I know this movie's bad, but this is kind of funny for like.
It was a really good bit as well.
And I had a great time making that video. That was some entertainment. I watched that movie twice. It was so bad. I might have to rewatch it. Dude, I might pull the video up just to like remind you of a clip because it's so funny. What other video? I knew the Ironheart video was gonna bang because I pulled an all-nighter making it because I was leaving town and I was like, I gotta get a video out. It's not a great video, but
yeah,
you know, I knew, you know, there's some that I know are gonna do good and others that kind of shock me when they do good. I wish my Mobland video did better because Mobland's good, but when are you gonna watch Mobland?
Before season 2 comes out. I
Yeah,
kind of want to watch them back to back, so
that's fair. I'll probably rewatch it around then. Yeah.
At this point, like,
by
since
the way,
I'm not
good
watching
news.
it like way before, I just want to wait until right.
Good
before
news.
so I can
Tom Hardy might not be fully fired from Mobland. I think he was, and then they also saw like, oh, this is a terrible idea. Everyone hates this.
Everyone's just gonna be like, all right, I'm not gonna watch it anymore. They're like, no, we're just
It might be
around.
reliant. It might be reliant on how well Mobland season 2 does. So we gotta watch it. We gotta watch Mobland season 2. We need good shows. We need good prestige television, gentlemen. And Mobland come out this year, bro. The top 5 is gonna be a banger this year. I've already got 2 guaranteed locks in top 5.
Gentlemen, Mobland.
Well, I mean, those might, but guaranteed. I've already said Night of Seven Kingdoms, Project Hail Mary are basically a guaranteed lock for me in the top 5.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for me to decide if a Night of Seven Kingdoms isn't the best thing I watched this year.
Dude. We can just rewatch that anytime. Think about that.
I can't. I don't have HBO Max anymore.
Well, I don't either, but you can like hop on a boat literally any day of the week.
And the 4K does come out in a couple months, and I'm probably going to get
that. Oh, yeah, it will be purchased.
I can't. That's the one good. That's the best part about being HBO. They will make physical media. Penguin. You haven't even watched The Penguin, have you? You got to watch The Penguin. That's good shit.
I do need to. I'll watch it before the Batman Part 2 comes out in 2048.
That's so long. That's so far away, dude. That you gotta.
I'll be 50.
If you watch episode 1, this applies to both Mobland, but I understand wanting to wait for season 2 at this point with Mobland. But it applies to both Mobland and Penguin. If you watch the first episode, you'd be like, okay, that's pretty good.
I also don't have HBO, so I have to hop on a boat.
You would hit a. Okay, I guess I'll watch a second episode. That's what you would hit one of those. You'd be trying to do the hater thing. You'd be like, I mean, it's not that good, and then you'd be like, but maybe it's not too bad. I'll watch the next one.
Maybe it's all right.
Then you'll get midway through and you'll be like, this is the best shit I've ever seen. This is so good, bro. I gotta rewatch Mobland. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's itching at me. But I also want to replay Cyberpunk. Like but I also have to work on our resource guide for 007 next week because it's a big game and we're gonna get too off topic. Now the good news is we've mostly been wanting to go off topic ranting about 007. So that should mean
I could easily go 4 hours,
dude. It's unfortunately almost like Superman for me, where it's like
if
I was playing it at the time.
If I have bullet points of what the story is, it's oh my god.
If I didn't play the second half of the game basically all in one sitting at night, I would not have been as harsh as it on I am. But I mean, I experienced it. The pureness of how like rough it gets and I refused to quit playing the game because I was ready to have that off my plate so I could work on my Mando video. Yeah, it completely lost me in the final mission. The second to last mission, even, because the mission right before it was all right, and I felt very Bond-esque with parts of it. Tuxedo chasing the girl, got a suppressed gun finally. I was like, okay, this is Bond-esque. Not great story build, but I at least feel like I'm doing James Bond instead of like whatever I was doing before.
At least superficially, it feels Bondish.
Yes. And then it was like, and then sorry, not the final mission. What should have been the final mission even, in the snowy Arctic thing. He's not wearing a suit, but he's wearing a like tactical suit that I could get behind of like okay, you know, it's not too bad. He's not wearing some raggedy hoodie. That'd be crazy.
Dirty hoodie.
He's not wearing a dirty prison jumpsuit. That'd be crazy. And then it ended, and I was kind of like, you know what? It's not a great ending, but it's not a great game. I think that's okay. I'm fine with that being the ending. And then it was like, there's another mission, and I'm like, oh no. I physically went like this. Oh no. like I hit a little like.
I was like both like every mission for the last like 4 missions. I was like, this has to be the last one, or I'm pissed. But also there has to be so much more because nothing has happened yet. And I felt that way with every mission, including the last one. And then the credits rolled, and I was like,
so
nothing happened.
So I got through the middle chunk because I was so relieved that everyone died in the first chunk. The intro mission, which still isn't incredible, but I think it's pretty good. I really liked the prologue mission.
It's the best mission in the game.
So that got me through the horrible Hogwarts James Bond part. Holy shit. And then everyone dying got me through the boring middle chunk. And then that one hotel mission that was still not great, but was all right, got me through the second to last mission. And then I had nothing to get me through the finale, and I was like, just end, please, end my misery.
Painful.
End everything.
It was so bad.
I'm so disappointed in IOI. I'm so sad. I wanted to fan, but I was trying. I went through the roller coaster. We were like, this is going to be awesome. IOI made the Hitman trilogy. It's going to be phenomenal. And then like that news article about like it's James Bond for the modern audience, all this other stuff. We're like, this is going to suck.
It wasn't even James Bond for the modern audience. It just wasn't James Bond.
At least for me, when the marketing was coming up again, I was like, it's IOI. They made the Hitman trilogy. It's going to bang. It might not be a good Bond game, but it's going to be hella fun. And then the prologue mission, I was like, it's not great, but I kind of like this. I kind of like this. And then it was like, what if he was in Hogwarts? And I was like, dang it. Come on, IOI. What are you doing?
Speaking of Hogwarts Legacy, one of the worst games I've ever touched.
It's funny you say that because like most people love that game.
It's seriously so bad.
I don't give enough of a crap about it, but like I know Corbin
I like Harry Potter,
but I don't trust Corbin because Corbin just thinks it's trash because he can't murder innocent people.
Yes, that is why he thinks it's trash. It's just a really bad game. It's in every the story is really stupid.
It's just funny to me because you're the only person I ever hear with this opinion, which is fine. Like I don't care. I like semi like Harry Potter from the
I like Harry Potter. I don't know if I quite even want to say a lot, but like I really like
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say I don't really like it.
Right? You read the books when you were young, when you're supposed to read them.
When I read the books. Exactly. You're supposed to read it when you're around Harry's age.
As you're growing up, and they kind of age up with Harry. You know?
Exactly. I started reading them once they were all out.
Obviously.
So I read them all in like under a year. So it was like 13 or something, and then done before I'm 14.
That's probably the perfect age to do.
Kind of a gap like that, and it's like, all right, that was pretty good. I really like that.
There are parts. So personally,
I enjoy, but there's a lot of problems, and I don't enjoy all of them. There's a lot of dog shit, but there's also some really good stuff in those.
As someone who, I've only listened to.
I really enjoy the
chunk of the first book. I've only listened to a chunk of the first book, and I think it's all right. I kind of got sent out of it with the Golden Snitch. That kind of lost me.
Yeah. Well,
I've kind of been.
You gotta
like,
give it a little leeway because it's like
eased back into it.
It's like a nerdy woman who's never watched a sport before making a sport in the wizard world. It's like
there is some stuff. Okay. There is some stuff that J.K. Rowling does in those books that is really good. I think a lot of the descriptions of the Wizarding World and some of the fun world building she does in there is really good. There's some stuff she was, at least at the start, really bad at. Obviously, the known one is character names. Those are distractingly bad a lot of the time for me.
Yeah. What's the Asian character's name? Cho Chang.
Okay. Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Okay. And it's not even just like the racial thing that's like mostly a meme because it's not. I don't think she intentionally did it, but
no,
it's every character.
She's just that bad at it. It's literally every name.
Because honestly, you can do that. Like George Lucas proves that you can just kind of do that with everything. You can apply. Like everyone's like, oh, obviously the Viceroy Gunray is an Asian. And it's like I can see how someone can make that argument. I don't know. I don't think that was what George Lucas was going for, but I can see how that argument gets made.
Yeah, he's trying to do a distinct alien voice, and then it comes out, and it's like.
I just love the memes that always get associated with those jokes. Like, J.K. Rowling's a little more suspicious when it's like the only Irish character just makes bombs.
His literally only character trait is that he blows stuff up.
And she's like, it's the disgusting goblins running the bank. Yeah. So, but there, I really like parts of it. And I really like the full cast. Hugh Laurie was great as Dumbledore in the full cast. The other problem was I had just experienced the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the first time, and it's like that's comparing Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby is trying to compare
it's like
Tolkien
the
stuff.
Greatest fantasy of all time versus Harry Potter.
Yeah, which is like I think really one of the most probably it's close to the most popular. It's probably I'll say second most popular because of how big Lord of the Rings was in the 20th century.
I think it has the 21st most general appeal, and it has
as far
really
as the 21st century biggest fantasy, right? With what Harry Potter would be.
And it has really good merch. It still has really good book sales, and it has.
And I know, and even though you hate it, Hogwarts Legacy was like the biggest game ever.
Dude, that's so shit. Well, yeah, because everyone bought it because they were like, "I get to be in the Harry Potter universe. It's super cool." And then it was terrible in the spells.
That's only. But again, you're the only person I've ever heard say that. Everyone else I've ever heard talk about the game's like, "It's awesome. I can't wait for the second one."
It's so bad.
Except Corbin, but again, that's just because Corbin couldn't murder people.
Corbin just wanted to murder people.
Corbin doesn't have a brain capacity. Corbin has played one story game, and it's like the weirdest thing ever.
Telltale story game.
Yeah, it's just like what?
Which doesn't make sense for him because like he needs constant stimulation, and then he's playing a game where he presses A like 5 times. Yeah, I don't understand his brain, but
I understand how he plays Forza. He likes cars. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't understand how anyone cannot want to play Cyber, but I guess that's just because I like Cyber.
I literally don't.
Like I always want to play Cyber. I want to play Cyberpunk right now.
Yeah, there's never a time where I think about playing Cyberpunk and I'm like, that wouldn't be fun.
Bro, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Bro, it's just it's so good.
Yeah.
I love when like new games come out and they suck, and it's like Red Dead Redemption fans when they're are literally just like, oh, our old game is better graphics than your new game, and that makes you bad and dumb for some reason.
I don't even cite that. I go, brother, 2015 Arkham Knight Reign looks better than Star Wars Outlaws. What are we doing here?
Mm-hmm. But they act like comparing.
Arkham Knight is the reason I hate that game studios are like, or everyone, every time their first thing when they're talking about a game that kind of sucks, their first thing is, this game looks amazing. I'm like, brother, Arkham Knight in freaking 2015 looks incredible.
It looks so good.
I don't care how beautiful visually. I think James Bond looks great from a visual appeal point of view. Of like,
it's pretty good.
I think it looks very good. Yeah. There's nothing in it where I'm like, that looks really bad, like there is in Star Wars Outlaws.
Because a lot of it is just like the Hitman. It's just Hitman shit.
Yeah, but it's like, but it looks worse than Arkham Knight and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
It doesn't look better, I guess I'll say. Maybe not worse, but it doesn't look better.
What I mean is like, any time you compare a new AAA game to Red Dead Redemption, it's like, it's almost like movies are supposed to be shit people, but with video games. And it's like, well, you can't compare everything to Red Dead. Not everything has to be like that. And it's like, okay, but something that's that old is that good, and things we're putting more money into stuff that ends up being
and we're
shit.
talking about them on the same plane.
Exactly. So why don't you want your game to be that
people
good
go,
and
James
that intricate
Bond,
and that amazing?
People say 007 First Light is 10 out of 10, and then they go Red Dead Redemption 2 is 10 out of 10, and it's like, okay, everyone, including yourself who just rated that, even though you might not say, like, you might not be thinking about it like that, knows Red Dead Redemption 2 is objectively just a better game than 007 First Light.
Mm-hmm.
So how can Red Dead Redemption 2 be a 10 out of 10 and 007 be even a 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's the same thing with movies, how we've talked about before, where it's like, people will say, this thing sucks, probably 6 out of 10. And it's like, no, I don't think you understand that doesn't work. If you go, Mandalorian and Grogu was a lot of fun, but, there's not much story to be found, 7 out of 10, and then go, Empire Strikes Back is amazing, best Star Wars movie ever made, 10 out of 10. It's like, you're telling me there's 3 points of difference between no story, this sucks, but it was a lot of fun, to best movie Star Wars ever had. There's only 3 points today. You're telling me somewhere between The Last Jedi being, it's pretty bad, but it's like 6 out of 10, and Empire Strikes Back is the best thing ever, 10 out of 10. You're telling me every Star Wars movie fits somewhere else in those 4 points?
It's insane. It's also, they take, like, if you call something a 6 out of 10, like, that's the most disrespectful thing ever. That means 60% of it was good.
If I say 4 out of 10, it's like, holy, he hated that. It's like, no, I thought it was 40% good.
40% of it was good.
I would describe 007
which isn't
First Light
great,
as like,
and that should not be our standard. Our standard should be insanely. Our good stuff should have to be really good to be considered good. But 40% of something is still, like, there's a lot of merit in there.
Like, I think Project Hail Mary falls somewhere in the 75 to 85 range.
Yes. And I love that movie.
7 out of 10.
I
it's the best
like
movie that's come out this year.
I like it a lot higher than I objectively think it's like than its quality is. I like it.
That's why I always do.
I
like percentages better than trying to do the 7, because it's like, if I say Project Hail Mary is a 7 out of 10, I think there's so much space between 7 out of 10 of Project Hail Mary and like The Dark Knight 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And it's also hard to compare those because it's just different genres, different era. Like I understand the difficulty in complaining that there. It's just, that's just why I always hate these when people give ratings and stuff. It's like, you got to think about it for 5 seconds before you just say a number.
Yeah.
Because even I used to fall in the trap all the time of going, that was kind of rough, but I enjoyed parts of it. So it's like a 6 out of 10. Because you're so conditioned for school, like at least in America, for us to being like, F is 50 and below. So anything below 50 is like, that sucked. That's the worst thing ever. When it's like, we kind of need that number range because stuff can be objectively awful. But like technical standpoint making, War of the Worlds is a 0 out of 10. It's like, they didn't even try. They didn't even try to make this good.
No.
And then, so it's like, I think what's that movie that sucks? Captain America Brave New World. I think Captain America Brave New World's like a 2 out of 10. Maybe a 1.
Batman versus
And then
Superman.
I think Superman is like 3 to 4.
Yeah. Because
whereas everyone else is like, this was okay, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's really bad, and
I think it's really bad, and there's parts that are okay, 2 out of 10. Maybe 3.
Like, it's like the acting is really good, and there are some good ideas. And that brings it up a lot for me. But other than that, it's like, there's not really much merit to this movie.
I don't think there's any good ideas, but I think the acting's good, and I like a lot of the color in it. That's about all I can say.
I mean, good thematic ideas that aren't supported by the movie.
I don't even think there's good thematic ideas.
Superman's nice.
That's not a thematic idea. That's just a carrot. Like, that's just, yeah.
Well,
like,
nice.
There's the two different things.
The actual theme is kind of punk rock, which it's not.
That's not even, I wouldn't even say that's the, like, there's also the line of his dad saying your actions define who you are, not your words. And it's like, that's the similar theme. It's all about how it's your actions define. That's what they think it is. It's like, and I say, first off, that theme sucks. That's just, everyone knows that.
It's like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, if I say, guess what? Nicolas Cage, Spider Noir, he's like, I'm a coward, but then he also goes out of his way to save people as a spider. His actions define who he is as a person, not him saying he's a coward and doesn't want to do anything. And he's selfish for himself. That's just how it. That's not a theme. That's just a sub point of every single show or movie that tells a story.
Yeah.
And then kindness is counterculture. Even is like, that's not a theme either, because it's just, there's nothing to draw that from. It's not true in the real world, and it's not true in this world. James Gunn put that in because James Gunn got a lot of hate because he made pedophile jokes on Twitter, and he's like, "I wish everyone was nice to me." And it's like
really bad movies, and people were like, "Yeah, that was okay." And he was like,
"I would," and it was
really
crazy.
Good.
I would say, and maybe Creature Commandos is worse. I was not good, but like Superman's the first thing from James Gunn that I watched, and I was like, "That sucked."
I strongly
Everything else,
like Guardians 3.
Everything else I watched,
very bad.
but even I didn't leave Guardians 3 going, "That sucked." I thought it wasn't great. But I didn't go, "That sucked." Like the same idea. I'm saying personally. That was my, like, going into Super. If I rewatched Guardians 3, I'd probably leave going, "That sucked." But, like, Guardians 1 is absolutely phenomenal. Guardians 2 is pretty good. Holiday Special is really good. Guardians 3, I was like, on a good day, that's okay. I enjoy the Suicide Squad a lot. Peacemaker Season 1, even, I enjoyed. Superman was the first thing I watched. I was like, "This sucks." From him. Like, there's no reason and then Peacemaker Season 2 was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen from him. This is his truest desire. No oversight. This is what he wants. This is awful. He should stop making movies." And then Creature Commando at the same time was somewhere in between Guardians 3 and Peacemaker Season 2. There were moments where I was like, "That's okay." And then there was also moments where I was just like, "This sucks. What is that? Like, what am I watching?"
Yeah.
So, there's no, I shouldn't have left. I shouldn't have even gone into, because I mean, both you and I were going into Superman going, this could be pretty good.
We were.
I think I'll enjoy this.
Please.
We were like, please be good. But I'm like that with everything, even something I know is gonna be bad. I was hoping Ironheart was amazing.
I was.
I hope I don't watch anything going, "I really hope this absolutely sucks." I don't want Daredevil Born Again to be the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's true. I want it to fail, but I don't want it to be bad.
I don't even want it to fail. I want Daredevil Born Again to be amazing and then succeed, and then I get more good Daredevil. I don't want Daredevil. I want it to fail if it's bad.
Yeah.
Two different things there,
I want Superman Brand New Day to fail and Supergirl to fail because I know they're going to be bad.
You just said Superman Brand New Day.
Oh, I did. Man of Tomorrow. Spider-Man Man of Tomorrow will be $1 billion film.
Gunn Man of Brand New Supergirl. James.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, but
hey, do you have your tickets for Supergirl, by the way?
Yeah, they're gonna sell out.
It's on sale,
dude.
Let me look right now.
I bet they're on.
It's been a week. Let me look. Let me look and see if they're sold out. Superman was hard to get tickets to. We had to buy them pretty quickly.
We did have to buy our tickets pretty quick. So good job, James.
Let me check. Oh, I can buy a ticket in 3D. Maybe I should go watch Supergirl in 3D. I'm sure I won't want to throw up even more.
Dude, imagine how disorienting Superman would have been in 3D.
Oh my gosh, there's not a single ticket bought. It's worse than Mandalorian. We're still a long way out.
Yeah, not
That's so
long
funny.
enough.
Dude, that's the second time I've looked up tickets and like it was worse than I thought it was gonna be.
It's 2 weeks, right? Like we're pretty close.
It's pretty. I keep getting commercials for it while watching Spider Noir. I hate it every second.
Ugh.
Blondie! You're not! Superman sees the good in everyone. I see the truth.
Dude, there's
And then she's making this face while she's punching.
There's fan first screenings, regular screenings.
Yeah, but it's on Wednesday. They didn't even do a Monday fan first.
And then sensory friendly screening.
They didn't even do the Monday fan first.
I might have to go to the sensory friendly so I don't get the spins from watching this shit.
This is the most James Gunn movie in the DCU, and it's the one not even directed by James Gunn. Yeah. This is just a Guardians movie. Dude, it's
okay,
the
can we
Flash
talk about
meets
the
Guardians.
Lobo popcorn bucket?
You mean the Lobo action figure that has a compartment that can hold some popcorn?
That can hold 3 pieces of popcorn.
You know why? You know why it exists? And think about it. Millie Alcock said that men are too comfortable controlling women's bodies. James Gunn was like, Millie Alcock, stop eating the popcorn. You know? Gotta think.
I don't...
Gotta
what?
think. James Gunn was calling Millie Alcock fat. You got to think that's the only connection there.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
Dude.
really feel bad for her because she won't shut the hell up, but
Seeing
I
this in
feel
IMAX
bad
is gonna
them
make me
making her look
throw up.
terrible in those trailers.
It's just the shots are so bad. Yeah,
She-
no one has bought
yeah.
tickets for the IMAX at my theater, by the way.
Oof. Give it time. I'm not gonna look, even though I think it probably won't change that much. I'm not gonna sit here and go, no one's going to the movie. It's just it was pretty hard to get IMAX tickets to Superman. Is all I'm saying.
3 seats bought, and 2 of them are the handicap accessible seats.
Yeah, I got 2 in the handicap seat spot.
Good for them. I hope they like the movie.
There's a joke to be made there, but I'm not.
I don't even need to make the joke. You already know.
Yeah.
Who's going to see Supergirl? Oh, okay. That's who. Looks really good. James Gunn Space Adventure.
Well, it's not made. Actually, it's not directed by James Gunn. It should. It should.
I will be going to the 3 p.m. showing so that I can go home and watch a real movie.
It should.
I'll go home and watch Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Dude, I probably got to rewatch the first Superman.
I still want to order.
I have to rewatch 2025 Superman before that. I'm not looking forward to it.
Should I rewatch James?
I don't know. You're not.
James
Bro, you don't make
James
videos. I'm doing it because I'm going to make a video on Supergirl. You don't make videos. Here, I have the popcorn bucket. Let me pull this up. So, the popcorn bucket trend, it started with Dune because the Dune popcorn bucket looked like you could fuck it. And then it's just, for whatever reason, not gone away. Hell, even I have one. I have my Maverick popcorn bucket back here. Yeah, here we go. This is the popcorn bucket for Supergirl. You ready for this? So there it is. I know you're thinking that looks kind of small. It hasn't got a whole lot of popcorn. Okay, the top comes up. Oh, how much can it get?
Less than a handful.
Like 5 pieces. What the hell, dude?
Thank you, James.
Just
Gunn.
sell a toy, bro.
Just sell
a
action
Lobo
figures
toy.
at the theater. You can sell toys at the theater. You can just do that.
I didn't buy the freaking Maverick popcorn bucket because it was super convenient to eat popcorn out of. I mean, that one's not bad, but it was like, I bought it because I was like, that's a cool helmet. I want that in my background because I love Top Gun Maverick. And the first Top Gun.
Yeah.
And it's blurred out. The camera's focused. You can't even see it. Here, give me a second. What if I did this? Oh, it's slightly less blurry now. You can see it. Oh, that's crazy.
See Sauron back there.
I just like Maverick, bro. I wasn't. Bro, I don't understand. Like, if there are people who genuinely are like Lobos in the movie, it's going to do well. Hell, even you, and I know you didn't really believe it was going to do well, but even you made that argument of like, when I said like, who's going to go watch this movie? You said, well, it's got Lobo in it. And then I like asked you, I was like, what does that even mean? Like, I didn't know who Lobo was until like a year ago.
I didn't. He just looks cool. And it's Jason Momoa, and he wanted to play Lobo. So there's like,
bro, and you can call me a LARPer all you want. I'm just saying, I didn't know who Lobo was until like 7 to 8 months ago. Whenever James Gunn got hired and people started talking about, oh, Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo, that was the first time I'd ever even heard the name Lobo. And I could only picture Lobot from Empire. I had no idea who Lobo was. Still didn't really know, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, still don't. I know he's a biker. That's about it.
He's a biker, and he fights Supergirl.
Wow.
Big.
Or he fights with Supergirl?
I don't know. I don't know.
Does anybody know? Who knows who Lobo is? 24 Jump Street is in the works. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and War of the Worlds star Ice Cube are in talks to return.
This is literally the meme at the end of 22 Jump Street.
Was there a 23 Jump Street?
No.
Why are they going straight to 24?
Is there a 23 Jump Street? No, it didn't.
Oh, they made a joke about that in the end credits of 22 Jump Street.
Well, yeah, they had like 40 though. At the end of 22 Jump Street, it was like
I never finished 22 Jump Street, which is kind of disappointing because it means I unfortunately have not in the movie seen the scene of Ice Cube requesting more string beans, which is one of my favorite clips every time I get it.
String beans.
Give me some goddamn string bean. What are you skipping on the string beans for? Give me some goddamn. What's it? Get this man some water. He's black. He's been through a lot.
At the end, it just has like it shows.
The rest of it was too dumb. I couldn't get through. Like 21 Jump Street was nice, is dumb in the good way. There's too many parts of 22 Jump Street that was like too dumb for me to get through.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I really
one of the bits I do enjoy from 22 Jump Street is they're in like a car chase and they keep shooting at like big gas trucks and they don't explode and then they shoot like a.
I think that's in 21.
I forget what it is, but it's like the fruit truck or whatever and it blows up.
Yeah, I think that's in 21 Jump Street. I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I feel like it is.
It might be.
But yeah, I don't. I will never not laugh at the scene of Ice Cube requesting more string beans. I love that moment.
It's so funny.
It's such a good. Yeah, but the rest of it, I just wasn't hooked up. Halo Campaign Evolved is that's coming out in July. I would have preferred a Halo with a multiplayer game, but cool. Maybe you and me can hop on some co-op Halo campaign or something.
That'd be cool.
I mean, like Halo 1's fun, you know, but everyone's
Halo
talking about.
nice.
I don't want to even try to say her name, but Inde Navarrete, who's the star of Obsession. It's been kind of funny because it's like, yeah, she is very hot, but it's like everyone's like, dude, I would literally do anything to have her date me, and I'm like, oh.
Did you watch the movie?
I didn't watch the movie, and I know that's the whole point.
I know the whole point is
Bro,
like.
I will say, I've seen a lot of memes of people like going with their girlfriends and they're like making fun of their girlfriend. They're like, oh, look, you've done that. And it's like her freaking out over stuff in the movie. And then, dude, all the comments, oh, media literacy. It's like, I think they understand the point of the movie is the monkey's paw thing. I think they're making a joke, dummy.
I think they're making a joke because it's funny.
He literally has the weeping will. I think they understand. The movie's called Obsession. I think they get the point is that, oh, this is why you wouldn't want to force something against their will. Be careful what you wish for. It's not exactly hidden. I didn't watch the movie, and I understand that's the theme of the damn thing.
It's the whole.
Yet everyone's still like.
That's the.
Everyone's
premise.
like media literacy. Yeah,
That's literally just
shit,
if
bro.
you watch the trailer, that's the premise.
Hey, look, here's all I'll say, bro.
I mean,
I would do anything to get her to go to. No, I was sitting there, dude. When I was watching Spider Noir, I was like, she could sell me out. I don't care. Cat Hardy can sell me out. That's fine.
No,
It's
don't
just
sell me out again.
I'm not gonna miss part of my liver. I don't need it. I can still walk. Hey,
I don't need the whole.
hey, Santorini's not too far away. You know what I'm saying? Sure, there's no antidote. I can't heal your current boyfriend.
He's
Yes,
dying,
he's just gonna die. He would want you to move on.
He would want you to move on, specifically with me right now.
Yeah, she was going viral. I agree. She's very pretty. Wow, look at that. The other person going viral, Kane Parsons, has been going viral in a funny meme format of basically like the joke that everyone was making about how he's like the youngest director to do this. And so now there's just a meme about that every time. It's like, Kane Parsons made a movie. He's 20 years old, by the way. It's been a great meme that's taken over the internet. It's still not as good as the Markiplier ones, which was Iron Lung lead editor sleeping with Star's
director's wife.
Yes. Iron Lung producer was sleeping with the Star's wife. Iron Lung Star sleeping with director. Those were really good. If I had a nickel for every YouTuber directed horror movie that came out and did really good, I would have 3 nickels, which is a lot. Here's an example. Let me pull this. It's just dumb shit like this. Backrooms director Kane Parsons has successfully achieved mitosis. There's 4 of me now. 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 He's only 20. He's 20 years old. What's the next one?
Or is he 80 now?
They're apparently working on Backrooms too, which, oh gosh.
I mean, if it's just a totally separate story, it could be cool again, but like...
So I think it all started because of the discussing film tweet. Kane Parsons, officially the youngest director to ever have a #1 film at the domestic box office since opening weekend. He is only 20 years old. I think that was basically the origin of this meme.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, these are so dumb, but they're too funny, bro. Look at this one. I'm 20. He is 20.
Backrooms director Kane Parsons is reportedly 20.
It's so stupid, but I love it. Discussing film parody account. This one's got a community note. Oh my gosh, this one has another layer. This is hilarious. Look at this. Kane Parsons officially the first director on fire. He is melting. And then there's a community note. He's 20 years old. That's perfect. Let's go. Someone who has community note privileges did the meme. That's awesome, bro.
He is 20.
Someone replied, doesn't mention how old he is, literally ruins the entire post. And just Kingpin, kill that guy. Dude, I'm glad that some of the Kane discussing fish, Kane Parsons is rumored, period. He is 20 years old, source deadline. Kane, Backrooms director Kane Parsons is right behind you. Don't turn around.
Hold on. I just...
And then there's the brain rotted version of it. 20 is director. He is Kane Parsons movie.
Apparently there's the first look for Savage Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I'm good. I think we're good. I'm just going to pretend nothing exists about that movie until I watch it in theater.
It doesn't look good. I was going to screen share it, but we don't have to.
20 is director. 20 is director. He is Kane Parsons movie. What's Wong Updates been up to? I see every day goes by. I see more people fooled by Wong Updates. In fairness, we were getting memed on by Wong Updates, but he was posting like actual pictures of Bullseye and Daredevil saying it was from Avengers Doomsday, and I was trying to figure out if it was real or not. That's the only time. I know it was pretty clear to me Wong Updates was not a real account because his name was Wong Updates.
Yeah. On the going off Wong
so according
updates, discussing fish. Kevin Feige on Spider-Man Brand New Day leaks.
I saw that one.
To those of you who seek to continue, he will die the most horrible of death as befits your wickedness. My reign will last forever, and when this world is cold and dead, I shall remain eternal. God,
how about this one?
I think that was Game Party is 20.
Dude, Wong Updates is a great Twitter account.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, we should talk about Freddy. Have you been seeing this guy?
What?
He is a German Ronaldo fan who is in America for the World Cup, and he has been going turbo viral. Let me pull up Freddy here.
I may have.
We've got good. I don't know how much this is real and how much is him just realizing the Americans are eating this shit up and he's engagement baiting. It's been pretty funny though. So Freddy here must be a loaded guy in Germany. Like, bro, he's going to games. He's here for 2 months. Like, he must be loaded. But anyway, so he is in America here for the World Cup. Jake obviously knows Lamine Yamal. You gotta watch out for him. He's next up.
Gotta watch.
that was his bold prediction at the end of end of our stream last one. I'm personally very excited for the World Cup. It starts tomorrow. Jake is obviously excited for Lamine Yamal.
Super excited for him to dominate. He's next.
So he was in Dublin. He comes to the U.S. He's very happy about it, which is like, it's nice to see because every other comment I see is a British person going, "The Yanks don't care about footy.
We're playing the World Cup in a country that calls football soccer."
And this guy is like, and this is what I would rather see, is people just being like thrilled of how much they like this guy. He's a little autistic. He just loves Ronaldo. It's like
Yeah,
our friend
I mean-
Dylan with Messi.
Yeah.
I understand it, bro. So he's in Atlanta. He's thrilled, and he just posts a random picture of a gas station. It's like this just looks like an absolute crapple. Yeah, and then he's visiting Mercedes-Benz, all this stuff. This is all the stuff we don't really care about. And he's just like, Atlanta's so green. I thought this was very funny. And then this one went viral.
The Holy Land.
The Holy Land, and it's Taco Bell.
He knows, bro. He knows.
So then he went to the big two, as they call it in Atlanta. These are the big two sites in Atlanta. He went to the Stranger Things house and the Martin Luther King National Historical Park. The big two, as they're known.
The big two.
Yes, that's cool that he got to go to Stranger Things and then got to learn about. Yeah, I would love to meet. I'm sure I'm one of like 100,000 people. This guy just seems pretty chill. He likes Ronaldo, the German national team, Stranger Things, and he likes his history.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, I would assume that applies to just American. Like, he wants to learn about American
Yeah.
history, so he's going to Martin Luther King, obviously one of the most influential people in American history. So it's like, I like this guy. I would love to shake hands with this guy, which I'm sure makes me not very rare because this guy's been blowing up everywhere. But yeah, so that was him, and then it's just like, I just like how like wholesomely mind blowing he is over everything. It's like, what is this rock? What is this mountain?
This thing is what the
He says-
WTF? This thing is crazy.
Yeah, it's just in
just
fairness, that's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy, to be fair.
Yeah, so he's leaving Atlanta. He's heading to the northern Georgia mountains. Everyone was telling him to go to Magic City in Atlanta, I think, the strip club, and he's like, "Why is everyone saying this?" He went to Walmart. He was like, "Let's go Walmart. This is awesome." And then he was like, "Gainesville, Florida's crazy." Late night road trips. He went to Waffle House at 1 a.m., which is some of the best food you'll ever eat. Is Waffle House, dude. Waffle House after my Arkham Origins stream. That might be the best food I've ever had. I'm looking forward. Yeah. Cannot wait for Christmas. Oh, for the presents? No, to play Arkham Origins and then go pound Waffle House after.
That's the move.
That's why. He was eating cereal and orange juice. They found a German village. Like, it's all this stuff. And then he went to Chattanooga. He got Wendy's escalation. This was funny. It's just like he found a Coke freestyle machine.
Oh. That's so true, Freddie.
You remember walking in though as a kid though, like when you first saw the in like Qdoba?
I remember exactly the first
what
time
was the first?
I saw one.
I always remember that first being Qdoba. Yes, that's always what I first remember.
Qdoba, and then the second time was Five Guys.
And it's like it's like, and it was just like,
what?
So God is real.
Yeah. It's like, oh, maybe
Israel.
Maybe the world,
Israel.
Maybe the world,
God is real. God is real.
It's like maybe the world's not so bad after all. If Coke freestyle machines and air fryers exist, maybe everything's gonna be.
This was
right.
before air fryer. Like air fryers weren't popping.
They were still
Coke
niche.
First. Yeah,
it was still like microwave ovens instead of air fryers.
So yeah, new state unlocked. He was in Tennessee. Just found like I don't know. It's just to me always serves as a reminder is like you just go outside. You like there's stuff around you. You like even if you don't think this is interesting. Freddie here, who lives in Germany, which like, dude, there's so much. Like I could go around.
I'd
all
love
the
to go to Germany.
Stuff. Yeah, which I know is completely different. But like English people, they're like, this pub's 1,000 years old. It sucks. And it's like, dude, our country's
dude, that's the coolest thing ever.
Our country's and they're like, this pub is 1,000 years old and it smells like feet. I hate it. Yeah, and it's like so. It's just always it's a fun reminder. But yeah, he went to Chili's to watch the NBA Finals.
Hell yeah.
The Spanish. This was the other thing that's hilarious. The Spanish national team's just like in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's like Lamine Yamal's just walking around Chattanooga. It's just kind of funny to think about. But yeah, so he went in the Appalachians. He went back to Walmart to find some cheap shoes, I guess. I'm trying to find. So he went to a game in Auburn. There was a soccer match in Auburn. A little bit of footy in Auburn, I guess. And Auburn itself is a very beautiful campus. I mean, and this makes me feel good as a diehard college football fan. There's the common college football meme of the European mind cannot comprehend this. That played in full force because they let the War Eagle fly around the stadium. And he was like, what? The War Eagle was zooming around the stadium. Freddie got to experience the War Eagle, which was awesome. It's the craziest stadium I've ever seen. It's like the European mind cannot comprehend this moment. He even said that himself. It's like, this is Auburn. Like, Auburn's nice. It's like not even top 10 craziest college football stadiums. I want all these British Americans have no culture. Make them go to one college football game day. Let's go to one college game day. Let's see where that culture's going. I agree. We don't have fun chants. I wish we had the fun sing-song chants, all right? The fun sing-song chants are fire.
They are fire.
He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Roy Kent. Roy Kent. I know that's not a real one, by the way. I'm not stupid. The Tottenham one's always pretty good. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. Thank you. That's all right. We ain't Tottenham. Yeah, so I just thought this was very funny. They did the Auburn Light show. It's just, I just love how much this guy's losing his mind. I don't think he got to experience toilet paper being thrown over the tree, which is sad.
That's unfortunate.
We need to get Freddie out to some SEC games this year, guys.
Yeah.
Even to a Buc-ee's. Oh no. This might have broken poor Freddie. I don't know. I don't know if he survived the Buc-ee's trip.
What would he like seeing the beef jerky aisle for the first time?
We haven't eaten anything besides a chicken sandwich at Walmart this morning, so this is gonna be a huge order. I don't know. I wonder if these are the people he's coming with. I don't understand how people can afford it. Like, he's got to be loaded. Because just the tickets themselves would like retire. Like, I would be broke for the next 10 years if I was buying tickets to games. I would. And he's planning, I guess, on going to like every German game and Ronaldo game he can get to.
Yeah.
Dinner at Buc-ee's. It's like, yeah, he did survive. So, I mean, he doesn't look like he's loaded with cash. I don't know if that's insulting. He just looks like a normal German dude.
Yeah, he just looks like a guy.
You gotta be old, I feel like, to have this much. But this on the right costs $15. Okay, maybe I have to go shopping somewhere, wherever Freddie went. Freddie, hook me up, dude. This looks like $40 to me.
That looks like it should be like 5, but
bro, not these days, bro.
No, dude, I bought groceries for like.
Oh, he went to Freddy's. Freddie went to Freddy.
Attaboy.
Bro, he's even eating like a European though. Freddie, you gotta. If you're going to Freddy's, Freddie, you gotta get the bird. But I get, you know what? Freddie doesn't want to gain 1 million pounds. That's fine. Listen, he's bumping Ella Langley. Actually, I think he's annoyed because Ella Langley keeps coming on the radio. Fair.
Well, he probably hasn't seen her yet.
Yeah. So there you go.
Freddie will walk in real quick.
That is, I was glad I can share with you the Freddie experience. That has been my favorite Twitter follow. Just of like a reminder that, like, you know what? It's pretty cool. Stuff's cool. You know, it's okay to enjoy stuff. It's good. It's been a good white pill, as opposed to like James Goynd first slop that has been like a black pill of like enjoyment. You know, in Spider Noir, I wouldn't describe as a white pill, but it was like, that was decent. I liked that. I pleasantly enjoyed that. Right. Well, I guess, you know, now that we've fully done the Freddy saga and we've done every tangent possible, World Cup starts tomorrow. Can't wait. We didn't hit that tangent thoroughly enough. I know that was kind of part of the Freddy segment, but
Game 4 is tonight.
That's true. Knights and
Victor Wembanyama, please save us, bro.
I had to bust out the Stanley Cup champs merch.
Knicks fans don't deserve to win the finals after what they've done.
We're in a 2-2 draw right now in the Stanley Cup. Teams keep blowing massive leads. Game 1, Hurricanes 2-0 lead. They blew it. Knights win. Game 2, Knights big lead. They blow it. They win. Game 3, I'm hanging out with Corbin, right? We go to Wingstop. It's a late night Wingstop run. We're waiting on our wings. I check the game. Third period, Knights are up 4-0. I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time watching this. Third period, they're up 4-0. That's good. We're up 2-1. I check Twitter later. Josh Pate, college football guy. Love Josh Pate. That's my morning listen when I'm driving places. I see a tweet from him. I'm going to check. It was like a meme about like, I'm going to check back in on the Knights game. And I was like, wait, I mean, it was 4-0. I check ESPN after that tweet. The Knights won. They were up 4-0 in the third period. The Knights won 5-4 in double overtime. In game 3.
Dude.
I turned the game off. Apparently, they gave up 4 straight goals and it went to double overtime. So that was stressful. And then last night, Avalanche 3-1 lead. They blew it 3-3. They ended up winning by 2. So it's 2-2 draw. The NBA Finals, they've been kind of fun. I haven't really watched them that closely. But yeah, the Knicks.
I've just seen all the Knicks fans literally just assaulting Spurs fans in New York.
But I mean New York. In New York.
It's bad, bro.
I know it's pretty bad. It's bad.
It's to the point where it's like I feel like somebody's got to say the Knicks have to be like, hey, don't murder people.
They've been saying
a different
that.
team than you.
They've been saying that is the problem.
Yeah, dude, it's just not. Honestly, at this point, just love New York.
You know what we got though Sunday? UFC Freedom 250.
That's true.
Justin Gaethje, sorry, bro.
Goodbye, Justin. I'll miss you, bro.
Justin. Goodbye. You were fun. Alex Pereira, congrats, bro.
Hey, you were a good one. Alex, congrats. First triple champ.
Wemby, only good French person. We don't like the others. Mbappe sucks. Have you been seeing that stupid Minions Mbappe commercial?
Oh my god. Don't get me started.
Dua Lipa, Sabrina Carpenter. Oh yeah, body move.
Body move.
Oh, but Mbappe. Dude, it's so dumb, but I find it hilarious. I don't find the Minions themselves funny. I find the flashing images of Dua Lipa, Sabrina Carpenter, and then Mbappe comes out, and then it goes slow motion and go, gonna put Mbappe. So stupid. It's so stupid.
So
Gonna nuke Supergirl though, by the way. Toy Story 5 comes out, then Supergirl, then Minion. That movie's dead. So, Spider Noir though,
$42 at the box office.
Thoroughly entertaining. I would recommend pacing yourself with it. I think stretch it out. And if you if you feel like it drags out towards the end, I would say stop watching it. I think if you want a really good ending, I'd say stop watching it episode 4. If you want an alright ending, watch the whole thing. I think there's a lot of good stuff in it. I think it's worth watching the whole thing. But if you don't want to be like, oh man, I really hated that, I'd say stop watching it episode 4. Problem is, you watch episode 4 and go, I kind of want to watch it.
You're gonna go, I want to keep watching. This is good.
It was very solid. I would say 6 to 7. 6, 7. It's probably somewhere in the 60 to 70.
Grown man, by the way.
Grown man. All right, bro. I'm just turning 20 in a month.
Grown man.
I'm barely a grown man. Shut up, child.
Double digits soon. That's my favorite bit.
Can't even drink, bro. This sucks. I'm going to Vegas and I can't even drink or gamble.
Tragic. Not gamble.
And I'm going with our most socially awkward friend. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Soccer. Dude,
I do feel bad for Dylan though, because he asked him if he wanted to go on this. I did warn him. And I'm like, by the way, World Cup final literally starts the exact same time as the Call of Duty World Championship Grand Final. Because some idiot thought that was like a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's not even like it's the same day. It's like they both start at 3 p.m.
That's so dumb. You could literally just start like an hour or 2 later.
There's a British dude. There's some British dudes who play COD, and they're like, if England's in the final, they're cooked. If they make, I think they're good. They're too ass to make the final, but like they could be cooked.
Mm-hmm.
If the U.S. pulls off some miracle run and makes the final, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. But at least I'll be in Vegas, so if they win, I can take the streets.
That's true.
Although it will be like 150 degrees. So
it'll be night. But actually, no, it won't. It'll be like 5 or 6.
I am looking forward to the World Cup. I know, Jake, you probably don't care.
I care more about the finals, and I don't even care that much.
Caring more about the NBA finals is kind of crazy. Well, I just like the World Cup once every 4 years. It's such a fun event.
I mean, it's cool. I think it's cool to watch.
Cool, man. I think the U.S. has a chance to make a run. I don't know how deep of a run, but they look good. They've got a good group. They've got a good path in the bracket. It's possible. We can't make the final. I don't think.
I care most about UFC Sunday. But
I'm looking forward to that. I don't work Monday because they decided to do it Sunday night, and I hate them. So,
dude, I have to work till like 9 or 9:32. So there's a chance I miss Diego Lopez fighting.
You will miss it. It starts an hour early.
I know. Starts at 8.
And that's the first fight. So you're cooked. No, you're cooked. It's over.
As long as I get the last 2 fights, realistically, I don't care. I'd rather watch all of them.
It does kind of suck. Like, I wish we could.
As long as
I could come visit you and we could do it that way. But
I mean, you could still come up, but
But if you're not gonna be there for the full thing, I'll probably just chill here.
Yeah, it is a pain, but whatever.
That's a long.
I'm still excited to see it. I get to see my go Alex Pereira.
It'll be fun.
Shit.
It'll be
as
weird.
long as he does. If
kinda
he
hope
gets
it's
eye
rain.
poked,
I want him to fight in the rain.
if he gets eye poked, like Cyril Gahn has to go.
They said that Dana White has said they will fight in the rain. I hope it rains. I want to see some. I want to see dude. Imagine the aura pictures we will get if there's some rain.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I also don't want
Fighting
it though, but I do. I don't know.
Anyway, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Not really for the next 3 weeks. Okay, next week is 007 super cut episode. We've got stuff to say. We're gonna do it. Hopefully, we can do it all in one episode. Chances could roll into a second week because we have a blank week. But as of now, preliminary, that second week will either be it's held in as a James Bond wrap up / Supergirl early reactions if there are any by that point. Because I think the movie comes out Wednesday as the early fan screening, so there should be stuff.
There should be.
That Wednesday. So that'll be the Wednesday episode. The following week will be Supergirl. The week after will be something else. I don't really remember what all comes out exactly when, but we'll take care of it. And then we will have 1 week off in July. We also have the Odyssey coming out at some point. That'll probably be the week delayed because I think I'm gone the week the Odyssey comes out. And then Spider-Man comes out at some point. I kind of forget when, so we'll get that. We're pretty loaded the rest of the summer, to be honest. So
we've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We are down on Spotify.
times.
Jake has a channel. He doesn't make content, but he has one. You can subscribe. He did a live stream one time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do probably after we talk about Bond. I might do a Bond rant. Uncertain.
I mean, you can do one now if you want to gather your Bond information. I don't really care. Because I'm planning on making ours a little more structured. I mean, structured as it gets. You know, we're clearly not very structured around here, but
yeah.
So if you just want to go off the rails and rant and play Hitman in the background, that's not a bad idea.
Dude, I've thought about I was playing Hitman today, and the more I play, I'm just like, I might. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you don't make videos, you may as well make stuff about stuff you like. Yes, occasionally. You know, if you're not going based off timely stuff, trying to get it out close to when something comes out as you can. So, anyway, you can check our links out down below. Jake might do something. Again, this is all hypothetical. He's said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this before," and then he doesn't do it.
True.
So,
I did it with Avatar. It's the worst movie.
Yeah, he did it with Avatar. Extremely late, but he did get it. And then it did well. And then he was like, "Cool, I'm not gonna touch that again. I'm never gonna make another video. It's over."
Yeah. I will be. I just have to.
Our links are all down below, and you can check us out on Spotify, and I think maybe we're on Apple Podcasts. I honestly kind of forget.
I think so.
I think technically when I upload it to Spotify, it also uploads to Apple Podcasts. Could be wrong though. So you can check us out. All our links are down below. I am currently deciding what my next video is going to be. I'm leaning towards Spider Noir right now, but we will see. So you can check us out all down there. You could like if you enjoy whatever, subscribe. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. See you next time. Goodbye.
See you next time.